1.
That's it? Rolling.
That's it. Dave.
Hey.
Hey. We're going to do a little supplement. A little impromptu podcast today.
Impromptu podcast.
Well, with the COVID, I haven't been able to get any guests into the house.
I know it's been tough.
So I haven't been able to podcast in a while. So it's time for me to do a little something.
Yeah.
So let me check my levels here. I think I'm good. Oh, we're good. Say something.
Check 2.
Yeah, we're good. Cool. I'll just leave this here right now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Matter. Yeah. So you had a good idea.
Yeah.
Do a movie.
Yeah.
Top 10 or top favorite movies. Just something fun for the holidays. And you don't like our list? Comment.
Tough
Don't
shit.
come into my store and bitch at me.
No. Go into the store and bitch about it. Buy a cigar while you're there. But, yeah, tough shit. Make your own list if you don't like ours.
Yeah.
But comment. I'd like to hear what
It would be
what
fun
we
if people
missed.
started
I'm sure
commenting.
We missed some big ones,
It'd be nice
right?
if people started commenting a little bit.
It would be nice.
Yeah. We should this at the end. We should have said this at the beginning because no one's going to watch to this point.
Cut it and put it in the beginning.
Yeah.
Want to say it right now?
I could do it.
Hey, we'd love to hear you what your top 10 list is. Put that at the beginning.
Comment, subscribe, and put your comments down.
Yeah.
Don't you say?
Top
Something like that.
10 movie lists.
Yeah, your top 10 movies of all time.
Yeah.
I'll slice this into the beginning, and then you'll see it at the end too.
Yeah.
Maybe if I know how to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, the holidays
We've
are
been
over now,
we've been
but-
watching lots of movies with the kids. Obviously, we had a little bit more time over the holidays,
Mhm.
and then this was just like, you know what? There's a lot of these movies that were on. I guess we had like free movie channels or something during the holidays. You notice that?
No,
on our
I
Telus?
don't have digital.
Okay, we got Telus, and then all of a sudden, all these movies that I loved as a kid were on. I thought, let's put together a top 10 list.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So
We watched Tomb Raider today.
Yep.
Lara Croft. That's kind of crappy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So you put together your top 10 list.
I don't have a top 10, but I got some top movies.
Top movies.
Yeah.
I've got I started to write my list. It was very challenging. There's way more than 10 that I liked,
Mm-hmm.
but I tried to narrow it down to movies that I found. If I rewatched them now, I'd probably hate them.
Mm-hmm.
But at the time, they were like amazing. They were either groundbreaking or they were super cool or the technology was cool or whatever
Yeah.
it was. They seemed to have moved me in some way as a child.
Right.
Or a kid,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So, I mean, as a kid, you're going to like different things than you are now.
Absolutely.
As an adult, rewatching some of the movies I liked as a kid are just, they don't translate well, but some
Right.
do.
Some do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some do. You know, the movie that I watched a ton when I was a kid, like 1,000 times probably because we owned it on VHS, was Teen Wolf. Remember that?
I forgot about that. It was a great
With
movie.
Michael J. Fox?
Michael J. Fox.
Now, was that a good movie?
No. But it was great in its time.
It was good for us, though.
Yeah.
You know, good for being a kid, and
Yeah.
yeah. So I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Now, it's not gonna win any awards or anything, but it sure was fun.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
So I put together my list in chronological order.
Holy Jesus.
I know, right? I didn't know
Okay.
how the way to do this.
Well, I've been thinking I've got my list kind of in. I didn't write
Yours
my
in your
list
head?
down though.
I wrote mine down.
Yeah.
Actually.
So I did a little research and stuff, but
Okay.
okay, give me your first one.
First one, chronological.
What does chronological mean? Like the
Okay, I'm gonna go-
earliest
I'm
in
gonna
your
go-
life?
I'm going to go from the date of the movie made
Mm.
or produced.
So you don't have a number one film. I cannot find.
It's very
I can't
very
do a
hard.
number
It's
one.
very
Yeah.
hard. It's very
Okay.
hard. Now this might be my number one movie too, though.
Oh,
Although it is the earliest of my dates chronologically, and it's the Godfather series, part 1 and 2, 1972, 1974 was the years those were produced.
Really?
Yeah, 72 and 74. So
Jesus, they're as old as I am.
yeah, crazy.
Are you
Hey,
kidding?
yeah, no, 1972 was the first one.
Crazy.
That's the year you were born. Marlon Brando, obviously.
Mm.
Yeah, which I don't know about him, but hearing his interviews and
You see
stories
him in
and-
Apocalypse Now?
No,
He's crazy in that.
yeah, he's a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
But then obviously Robert Duvall,
Mm-hmm.
really good in that. Al Pacino was very good in that. And Diane Keaton was the wife as well.
That's right.
She's a big name, and the rest of them, a lot of smaller names in there. But the interesting thing I just recently watched was Carlo Rizzi in the movie, who is Sonny's sister's husband.
Yeah.
He's a real life guy, and like not an actor.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some podcasts about him and his life, which are super cool. You should check them out online. Yeah,
Carlo Rizzi.
Yeah, well,
So
that's it. That's the name of him in the movie.
Okay.
Johnny Russo.
Johnny Russo's his real name.
Yeah, like Gianni, spelled like G in Italian.
Yeah.
Gianni, Gianni Russo, and he was just a guy who lived in New York growing up, and then made his way into this movie somehow as a favor through the mafia.
Oh.
And
probably they were filming somewhere on someone's turf or some.
he had to go check something out and do something, and they also did some interviews around with some of the real mafiosos back then to check the authenticity of the movie.
Was it authentic?
Some of the mafia did not like The Godfather and the way it was portrayed. Maybe too true. I don't know. But I remember there was a lot of
It was based on a
dislike.
book, right?
Yeah.
Mario Puzo.
Puzo's screenplay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Is that on your list?
Godfather Part 2 is 100% on my list.
Good to 2. Okay.
Yeah, because 2 is really, really good because of all of the flashbacks to
the old
De
country?
Niro.
Yeah.
When De Niro was coming up, that would have been Marlon Brando's character, the Godfather, right? De Niro played the young Marlon Brando.
Right.
And the costume, the set design,
Yeah.
the storyline,
Yeah.
I think made it better than Part 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Part 1 was still amazing.
Yeah.
I really liked that.
Yeah.
But it was excellent.
So, yeah. I just love the dialogue, the story. It's a long story. So Part 1 and Part 2 is
Like 6 hours.
6 hours between
Yeah.
between the two movies.
Yeah.
And
So another one I like.
yeah.
So gangster movies.
Okay. Yeah, we can go down gangster movies for a bit. Here,
So
I
like,
got a few of them.
so I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got a gangster movie on my list.
Okay.
Casino.
Yeah, that's on my list as well.
Yeah. Now, some people say like Goodfellas.
Yeah.
So my store is called Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Now I like Goodfellas, but watching Goodfellas like gives me anxiety because I've seen it once.
Yeah.
And I made my way through it, and it was really good.
Right.
It was just so fucking terrible. But so was Casino too.
Casino was terrible. The scene that irked me the most was the final scene.
Oh my god! Spoiler alert! If you don't want to hear about it, when they beat the shit out of them with bats and then buried them in the desert alive.
Yeah.
Fuck me. That was just brutal.
Brutal. Totally brutal.
Yeah.
But
they were pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And not the brother so much, right?
well, the brother, he kind of got, I don't know. The story didn't talk about his brother a lot, but
I
they
don't know
were
why they-
just reconnecting.
Yeah, I think they
something?
beat the shit out of his brother to punish him.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they beat his brother up first in front of him,
Yes.
in front of Joe Pesci's character at the time. Yeah.
Yeah. And then but that was a really good movie. Sharon Stone was excellent in that.
Yeah.
But Pesci's character was just a ruthless son of a bitch. It's just
was.
the worst.
It was.
The worst. And real guy.
Yeah.
Real guy.
Real guy.
Yeah.
And it's funny how a lot of these gangster movies have crossover in characters. When you watch The Godfather and you watch Casino and Goodfellas and other references to Vegas, there's crossover in the characters, and there's some truth to them because they're all based loosely on real people.
Well, you remember when Michael Corleone went to Havana?
Yeah.
That was really happening back in that same time.
Right.
The revolution was coming on.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally crazy.
And that's why they wanted to stay out of Cuba.
Yeah.
And they stayed out of Cuba because of that.
Exactly.
At least that family did. There was a lot of other gangsters there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But Corleone didn't want to go in.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because, so that actually happened.
Yeah, it did.
So kind of interesting.
So yeah, the Casino, obviously about the rise of Las Vegas and then the fall of Las Vegas when the
Corporate took over.
and now it's basically just legitimized
So they say.
crookedness.
Yeah.
Is really what it is.
Legitimized gangsters.
Yeah, and it's a very, very cool movie. I love seeing the old Vegas. Because I remember I went to Vegas. When was the first time you were there?
The first time I was there, I was just a kid.
Yeah, me too.
First time I was there, it was 1989.
Yeah.
Was the first time I was in Vegas.
Yeah.
And it was, there's still the old Dunes Hotel was there and all those.
Yeah, I was there in the early 90s, and it was or mid 90s.
It was the older Vegas.
And some of the old casinos are still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the Stardust was there.
Yeah.
The, Tropicana was there.
Yeah.
Dunes. I remember Dunes. That was that iconic big sign, with the looked like the spade from a playing card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was neat.
Interesting.
So I did get to see all those. I've got pictures of those somewhere.
Yeah.
Of that old Vegas. And then the last time I was there, it was like
I was there a few years ago.
4 years ago or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
I've
me
only
too.
been twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been a few more times for some conferences and stuff. And
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Yeah, the last time I went was for a conference.
It's totally changed.
Yeah, it's a zoo.
It is a zoo.
Yeah.
It's totally
Yeah.
nuts. Yeah. But seeing those old casinos are pretty cool.
Yeah. So the one Vegas movie that I think is kind of on my list
Yeah.
is the remake of Ocean's 11.
Oh, nice.
I like that movie
I
a
do
lot.
too. I do like that movie a lot too. I've
I
watched
mean, again,
that movies.
we're not talking about movies that are like winning Academy Awards here. I'm just talking about movies that are strictly enjoyment.
Yeah, so Ocean's 11 is not on my list, but
Okay.
it probably should be because every time it's on TV,
I watch the
have
whole
to watch
thing.
it.
Yeah,
you
I
just
know.
can't turn it
That's
off.
the thing. Like, exactly. Like, it's not like it's a good movie,
Yeah.
but it's like not mind blowing or anything.
No. But it's an exciting cast.
It's fun.
It's a great
and
cast.
a great cast. And I love.
Julia Roberts and Brad Pitt.
I'm not a huge Julia Roberts fan.
You're
but-
not, hey?
Nah, she's okay. I do like Brad Pitt, but I like George Clooney. He's
George
just
Clooney?
so fucking cool.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Now.
He's just so cool,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like,
Matt Damon's in that as well.
Yeah.
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 So that's a cool one because it's they obviously they rob the casino and
Yeah.
they do
the
the
whole
heist
thing.
and yeah, it's very very it's fun.
It's fun, easy to watch.
It's very
Yeah.
easy to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is exciting.
So I don't know if it's because of the time of the year,
Mm-hmm.
but I've got 2 Christmas movies.
Oh,
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, I know. So we
Christmas.
got 2 Christmas movies and a third that we watch at Christmas time that isn't a Christmas movie.
Okay,
Okay, I'm just going to rattle these off quick.
rattle them.
First Christmas movie I have to watch every single year is Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, Chevy
right?
Chase.
Chevy Chase. The only problem is Chevy Chase is such a fucking asshole. But
Why?
he's just
hilarious.
he's all plastic surgeryed up
Oh, now.
Oh, yeah, now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
he was great.
Yeah, I guess so. He was a prick, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's funny. Obviously, the funny scene in that is when he puts up all the Christmas lights and they don't turn on.
Oh, it's
That's
cool.
hilarious.
I feel the pain.
Yeah, right?
I feel his pain so deep into my soul when you're putting up these stupid Christmas lights. You're trying to do everything right for your family and making it all special, and you've got no time and work stress and just everything. And lights don't turn on.
I know. And then his dad, I think, says to him, there's 25,000 light bulbs. He talks
Yeah.
about how many strings. And his dad goes, hey, if one goes out, they all go out.
Yeah.
It's like, Yeah, I feel that pain.
So this is kind of a joke too. So my next Christmas movie, of course, this is like a joke, but it is one of my favorites, is Die Hard Part 1.
Yeah, which is an awesome Christmas movie.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I saw a clip of Bruce Willis saying that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It's a fucking Bruce Willis movie.
That's what he says?
Yeah.
Oh, he's an idiot.
Yeah, fuck him. He must
There
be
was
getting
actually
senile
some
or
debate
something.
online this year about is Die Hard a Christmas movie or not. Of course it's a Christmas movie.
No, it came out at Christmas time, didn't it?
And
I don't
it's-
know.
it's
It's set at Christmas
So
time.
somebody said, oh, it's not a Christmas movie. It's a movie that happens around Christmas. I'm like, that's BS. It's a Christmas movie. And both, Part 1 and Part 2, both happen in the airport at Christmas time.
Yes.
Yeah. They're like Christmas Eve or something.
Yeah. Let me see what the release date is on. Oh, so Die Hard wasn't released at Christmas time. It was released July 12th.
Oh, it was released.
In the summer released, but
Right.
it's
But it's
just become a
set
Christmas
in the
movie.
winter
Yeah.
at Christmas time. It's snowing. There's Christmas
and
lights.
and then Die Hard Part 2 was released 2 years later on July 2nd. So they're all summer releases because they're the summer blockbusters, right?
Yeah.
Right?
yeah.
They release them when the kids can go see them.
Yeah. So I had Die Hard on my list, but I took it off my list last minute.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I had to cut it. My list was like way too long. and some good stuff needed to get cut, and that was one of them that had to take a cut.
Okay, so another movie. So my third Christmas movie. Now I thought about these beforehand.
Okay.
My third Christmas movie is an oldie. Singing in the Rain.
Singing in the Rain.
If you haven't watched Singing in the Rain,
Okay, I seen it a long time ago.
you've gotta watch it with your kids. At least the first 2 acts are super. The end gets a little long,
Okay.
but the first 2/3 of it are just great. Yeah.
Is that like the scene where he's got the umbrella and he's
Yep.
tap dancing in the rain?
Yeah. Singing in
Yeah.
the Rain. Yeah.
Cool.
And then Good Morning.
Yeah.
Good Morning. That's
Oh,
from
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's from that too.
Huh.
There's actually a few good ones, and the dancing is great.
Yeah.
Watch that movie 20 times.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a really good classic old film. Gotta watch it.
So that would probably be the earliest movie on our lists.
Oh, the earliest on my list. Yeah.
When did it come out?
Oh God, I don't know. Singing in the Rain movie?
Like the 30s or 40s?
No, couldn't.
50s?
Yeah, I'm thinking 50s, but I don't know. Let me look it up here. 1952.
52.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So that's a good one.
yeah.
I really enjoy that movie. It's got a lot of great dancing. Gene Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
And then this Donald O'Connor is like Gene Kelly's like sidekick in that.
Right.
He's really good. He's a great dancer. He did lots of movies too back in those days. And then Debbie Reynolds was the girl,
Right.
the lead in that. Apparently Gene Kelly was a real prick. Yeah. He was like, not that he was like a prick just for the sake of being a prick. It was like he was such a perfectionist.
Yeah.
He just made them work and work and work and work until they got it exactly right.
Well, sometimes
Yeah.
it can be that way to make something great.
Yeah.
I guess, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. So I'm looking at my list here. So those are your 3 Christmas movies, you're saying?
Well, Singing in the Rain is not a Christmas movie.
But you watch it
I
at
watch
Christmas?
it. It's kind of a Christmas thing for
Yeah.
us. Yeah, that was released. It doesn't say here. It just says 52.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't see a date here. Easy on release date. They might not have been as specific back in those days. Release date April 11th, 1952 in the USA.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's got an 8.3 star rating.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a really good one. It's a great one for the kids.
Yeah, I should
and
check
it's
that
one
out.
of those ones you can watch with your kids, and as an adult, you would enjoy it as well.
Right.
You can enjoy it at different sort of levels.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I'm kind of just looking at my list here, and I'm noticing that I've got quite a few movies, 1985 through like 92.
That's because you were a kid.
Because I was a kid, because born late 70s, and then 85. It was probably when I started to realize movies. But The Godfather being my earliest, 1972, I probably watched that for the first time in the 90s.
Yeah.
Early 90s, I would say.
Mm-hmm. So my friend Don lent us those on video, on VHS.
VHS, yeah.
Okay, so this is the funniest thing ever. So Tanya used to work shift work.
Yeah.
This is pre-kids.
Yeah.
And I got those movies. I brought them home, and she started watching them.
Mm-hmm.
And she started watching 1, watched the whole thing. 2, watched the whole thing. Part 3,
Yeah.
watched the whole thing. Went back to 1, watched the whole thing. I shit you, it was like a month. Every time I'd come home from work, those movies were playing.
Because
I was like,
there's
holy
so much in
they're
them.
just so complicated.
It's very complex.
Yeah. So she was like,
I'm still finding stuff, because there's snippets of characters that they don't really
I know.
get into.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, that's so-and-so, and he's related to blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, and she must have watched them, I don't know, 10 times. Now, the third one is totally different.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
don't even, it's not even on my list.
It's like the fall of Michael Corleone. It's like, it's worth watching. It's an
Right.
interesting way to kind of finish it up. But,
Right.
But it's not what you would consider great.
It happened, I think it came out years later, like 1990.
Yeah, because Coppola's daughter was in it,
Right.
right? What was
he was
What's her name?
Michael's daughter.
That's right.
Yeah.
Who's Coppola's daughter? What's her name?
I don't know her name.
She's doing movies now.
Oh.
Sophia.
Oh,
Yeah. apparently she's produced or directed some movies.
Yeah.
But she's in that. And then who's she with? One of the Baldwins, right?
Yes.
They're supposed to be her cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that movie.
A little incest there.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Little kissing cousins.
Yeah. Okay, ready for it? This is my number. Only I'm only at number 2 here.
Oh yeah, I've already given you like 5.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, 1985.
Okay. Let me think. 1985. What
Yeah.
came out in 85?
It's a big one in 85.
I don't know when the first Terminator came out.
No. Okay, I'm gonna give it to you.
It could be a Schwarzenegger movie.
No.
Okay, give it to me.
Rocky 4.
Rocky 4?
Rocky 4.
What?
Yeah. So Rocky 4 is way up there on my list. It might be my number 2 movie, and it's number 2 on my list in chronological order. And it's when he fights the Russian. Okay?
Yeah?
Yeah.
You like that?
Oh, don't
It's
dude,
good. Oh,
that's amazing,
It's
right?
good. It's good, but
So Sly Stallone, he's
the
taking
Russian boxer is
revenge.
actually a real boxer. He's a Swede, I think,
He's
right?
a Swedish guy,
Yeah.
Dolph.
Yeah,
He plays a Russian.
Yeah.
And Dolph in the movie kills Apollo in that exhibition match. And then Rocky goes to revenge
Yes.
the death of his friend
Yes,
in
Apollo,
Russia.
Yeah.
And is given these shit conditions, and he's kind of out of shape.
But that's what he wanted, right? He trained in the barn.
He trained in the barn. That scene was just so exciting when I was a kid. He was just so ripped.
He was. He was
Yeah.
doing those
Oh, it
exercises.
was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like those inverted sit-ups he's doing in the
Yeah.
barn rafters.
Yeah.
As a kid, I was just like, this is amazing, right?
Yeah.
And then he obviously wins, and it's this big thing, and his underlying story that, 2 guys killing each other is better than, millions killing each other.
Yeah,
That part was a bit
propaganda
lame,
bullshit.
but I think, just being from Italian descent, it was this thing. It made you feel good.
my God.
Eddie Murphy did a little skit on that.
that was after part 1.
Yeah, it made you just feel like you're an animal, even though we're all little shits, right? It's hilarious, and it's just that movie is just it's good, and it's still good. It
Yeah.
was on TV this Christmas.
We just watched part 1 recently with the kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
It's
number 4 is where it's at.
You think so? Well,
Yeah.
part 1 is good. Stallone just plays himself.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a meathead, right? But
Right.
it is good. I really like number 1. I like them all,
Yeah.
except the couple last ones. They
A couple last ones were a bit weak.
but weak, yeah.
Yeah.
But they were all fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you got?
1985 again.
Oh my God.
Now this is a cool one because
So something came out the same year as Rocky 4.
Could you imagine that?
Yeah.
And so this one here is the first movie I ever saw in the theater. Okay. And it's Back to the Future.
Ah.
Yeah.
It's another one that every time it comes on TV, I have to watch it.
Yeah. And it's still good today.
Yeah, it's fun.
Because Rocky 4, although I watched it recently, it had some parts where you're like, it's a little slow. A little sucked. Back to the Future is great all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
Right from the start to the end. It's amazing. My kids love it. I still love it. Great movie.
That's one that the first one is definitely the best one.
It is the best by far.
The other ones are okay.
Yeah.
But the first one's the best one. So ever since I've watched that Back to the Future, I want a 46 Ford convertible.
Oh, we're Biff's driving
Biff's
it?
driving.
Yeah.
Ever since I've seen that, I want that car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's
a cool car.
It's a beauty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The DeLorean is a total piece of shit. It still is today.
I still don't want a DeLorean.
No, nobody wants a DeLorean. But I saw they're doing something with DeLoreans now. They're like putting somebody was putting Tesla motors in DeLoreans.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is kind of funny because they were junk, and maybe it makes them reliable and
Right.
more
So for
modern.
people that don't know, the DeLorean in Back to the Future is not a painted car. That is a stainless steel body.
Stainless steel body and
So no rust.
what's his name? The late night host had some involvement in DMC Motors. Do you know that?
Jay?
No, the older Tonight Show.
Johnny Carson?
Johnny Carson. He invested heavily in the DeLorean.
Oh God.
And lost his shirt on that. Hey,
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, that car and that
Did
whole
not
company
make
was
money.
a piece of crap. Yeah, but the whole movie is just it's fun, it's exciting.
Really? Johnny Carson invested in DMC?
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah,
in
the
an article.
DeLorean Motor Company.
DeLorean Motor Company, just a piece of crap.
Okay.
But yeah, just a fun movie, and I love it. So Christopher Lloyd's in that. He's hilarious.
Love him.
And one of my favorite scenes is when he's Michael J. Fox goes back in time, and then he goes to see Doc for the first time.
Yes.
And he's trying to introduce himself.
Yeah,
that you
because
know
Doc
me,
doesn't
but he
know-
doesn't
yeah.
know him because he
Yeah.
hasn't met him yet. He meets him in 30 years from now. And Michael J. Fox brings this movie camera with him.
Yes.
So he's showing him footage of himself
Mm-hmm.
years later, and it's 1.21 gigawatts of power.
Yeah.
And he's just going crazy.
Crazy, 'cause I'm so-
1.21 gigawatts, and he's just going nuts. How can I be so irresponsible? It's hilarious, and just he goes nuts, and it's just,
I'm sure in the future you could just walk down to the corner store and buy plutonium.
that's exactly what he says. You can walk into any corner store, but here
yeah.
you can't. It's hilarious. It's very funny. It's very funny.
Walk into a corner store and buy plutonium.
Plutonium.
yeah. Yeah.
That's hilarious shit.
1.21 gigawatts.
I don't even know what a gigawatt is.
It's a lot.
I guess it is a lot. All right. We're cooking through the list
Holy
here.
shit. Okay.
You got one, or you want me to keep going here?
No, you go.
Yep. 1986. 1 year later.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You're in your movie prime.
I was in my movie prime. I was a young boy
86.
with a big
Is
imagination.
it a Schwarzenegger movie?
It's not.
God damn it. Come
I know.
Okay, 86.
But I think everybody loves this movie. It might be on everybody's top 10 list.
Commando.
Nope.
Nope, that's a Schwarzenegger
So what's
movie.
interesting about this movie, it had a $15 million budget, okay, which might have been a lot back then. I don't even know.
I don't know.
And it grossed $356 million at the box office.
Oh my God, that's a money-making son of a bitch.
And it's Top Gun.
Oh.
Who doesn't like
That's-
Top Gun? Right?
Fuck Tom Cruise.
No, Tom Cruise is awesome. He's on my list a couple times. Don't you think?
Yeah, I do like the Top Gun. I wasn't as crazy about it as some people. I don't know why. Yeah. I think it's the
Interesting.
bullshit. They always have to throw the romance in it. So Top Gun,
Yeah.
and you probably have this on your list.
Yeah.
Days of Thunder.
It's on my list. Yeah.
They're the same movie.
That's in 1990, though.
I know. So I like Days of Thunder.
Yeah.
But it's the same movie. You know, the rogue or renegade kind of guy like Tom
Yeah.
Cruise.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of an outsider, a little bit of a rebel.
Yeah.
You know, does the thing, gets the girl, some shitty ass lovemaking scene that
Yeah.
makes everyone in the theater feel uncomfortable.
Totally.
And then, you know, and then he saves the day or wins the race
awesome.
and gets the girl. It's the
Yeah.
same shit.
Yeah, I know,
over and
but he
over.
is believable as an Air Force pilot, a car racer, a bartender. You know,
Cocktail.
yeah, cocktail, right? He's people hate him because of his religion.
Well,
I think he's friggin' awesome.
I know.
I didn't even know because we've talked about this before. Okay, who can run in cinema and make it look good? Okay, when I run, I flail. Most people flail, right? Tom Cruise, okay.
Does he
Mission
run
Impossible.
good?
When he runs,
Does he
his
run? He runs better than
form
Steven
is-
Seagal. That's
Oh,
for
Steven Seagal's got his arms flapping around like a flamingo or whatever. Here he's flapping like
like
a bird.
fucking penguin.
Yeah, but Tom Cruise, man,
He can run.
yeah, he can run nice.
I don't remember if he can run.
Really
yeah.
nice runner on set.
Yeah, a lot of people can't run very well.
Yeah, I know.
It's when
yeah,
you film people running, it's pathetic.
it is pathetic. But
So you got the Top Gun, eh?
Top Gun. So that was
So that was a pretty. I can't believe it
So
made
Val
that.
Kilmer's in that, remember?
Yeah.
You like Val Kilmer? Yeah. That was a weird scene when he tries to bite him a little bit.
I'm shocked that they made that for 15 mil.
I know.
How did they film?
So there
those-
was something about it that they said they rented. I don't know if they had some kind of subsidy from the military on those planes. They were only renting them for $7,000 a day.
Yeah, seems awfully cheap. You couldn't even pay the fuel, could you?
I don't know.
So were there like actual pilots flying all those planes around? And then,
Well, obviously,
and-
Tom
obviously,
Cruise
right?
wasn't flying it.
He can fly now, though.
Yeah,
No,
probably.
I don't know if he can fly that. He's a helicopter pilot now.
Was he?
I think in the last Mission Impossible, he's actually flying the helicopter.
Yeah, it seems about right.
Yeah, for him, right?
Guy does everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Does
He
all
is-
his own stunts
I
now.
know. He's pretty awesome that way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he broke his foot.
Yeah.
Ankle in the last filming.
Yeah.
I saw it on the internet. When he was doing a big jump and he landed against the wall, funny, broke his ankle.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But anyway. Yeah, so they had pilots flying them, and then the rest of the scenes, I guess they're just pretending like Tom Cruise is flying the things.
Right. Yeah. Probably in a green room or something.
Yeah, I wonder
right?
how
Or a
much-
cockpit.
How many days they were actually in the air doing those?
Yeah, I don't know. because there's quite a bit of air days,
Yeah, like a lot of footage,
a lot
right?
of footage, but it wasn't crazy. There's a lot of
Yeah.
the love story in that was a
Yeah,
bit lame. It's funny the comparisons because I don't remember the actress's name in that, but she was probably a few years older than him back then, and she
blonde?
was the hot
The
instructor.
blonde babe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's quite an elderly lady now, and has aged obviously
Yes,
like
yeah.
everybody, but
Is
just
she looking good?
Tom Cruise hasn't aged because he's like pickled himself in some formaldehyde or something. I don't know, some Scientology
fucking
potion or lotion that he uses. The guy doesn't age, but yeah, it's weird looking at them. There's some split screens online. You can see it them then and now, and it's like, what?
So it's maybe Tommy Boy is doing some work, getting some work done, keeping himself looking young.
I don't know. Stay in a hyperbaric chamber every day or something.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah.
who the fuck knows?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, another 1986 movie.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Got any ideas? Give you a little hint. We want to
Give me a little hint.
All right. Every kid loved this car in this movie. Okay.
Still drawing a blank.
Still drawing a blank. 1986. What else can I tell you? Okay, I'm just gonna jump into it. I don't want to play fucking Trivia Pursuit or something here. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh yes, of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Who doesn't love the Ferrari in that movie? The Ferrari scene in that.
250 GT California.
Yeah. So Ferris Bueller's Day Off is every kid's dream. First of all, this kid lived in like some upper middle class neighborhood of Chicago. His friends were rich. Dad's owned a Ferrari.
Yeah, they were upper middle class. They weren't rich.
They weren't rich. Well, the dad of the friend was rich, right?
I don't wonder.
Ferris's friend lived in that mansion.
It wasn't. Yeah.
Right? And they had a Ferrari.
He didn't. Yeah.
Right?
He was well off. I don't think
Yeah.
rich because
Okay.
that car was not worth like $28 million back
Not
in
like
those
it is
days.
today.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't even know what it's worth now. Probably 20 to 30 million, I would say, right?
Today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only made like
Then it was probably 200 or 300 grand.
maybe
Right?
100 grand.
100
or
grand,
something.
yeah. But it's about a boy who skips school and puts on a whole production for a girl that he wants to impress, and it's hilarious. It's just a good time. They visit the business district of Chicago. I think they're in Chicago, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I'm not sure what city
Yeah.
that takes place in.
And
It's not New York.
Well, I thought they went to Wall Street, so that might have been New York City then. But where's the suburb in New York that they were living in that looked like that? I don't know.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe they were in Jersey.
yeah, maybe.
Got to be New York because
You know what? I gotta think back now. Yeah, because they went to the stock exchange for part of the.
Oh yeah, right.
right?
Yeah.
So it was maybe downtown New York. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Good movie.
Great
Lots
movie.
of fun.
Lots of fun. Saw it recently. Loved it.
Yeah.
My wife didn't like it so much.
Why?
I don't know. We don't have the same taste in movies. She says my list sucks. She hates The Godfather. She doesn't like Tom Cruise. She doesn't like Ferris Bueller. I don't know. What am I going to do here?
Matthew Broderick.
Matthew Broderick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're in the Ferrari.
Yeah.
So they take the Ferrari. They take it to like a garage, a parking garage, right? Because they got to park the car.
Right.
So they take it to the parking garage, and these two scuzzy motherfuckers,
Yeah.
are like, "We have to park your car,"
Mm-hmm.
Give them, and then of course Ferris's buddy is, I forget his name. Shoot.
Yeah, he's not a really known actor.
No, but he's freaking out because they're leaving the dad's car with these two animals, and he's like, "Trust me, I'm a professional."
Yeah.
Right. And then he slowly pulls the car up into the parking lot. Ferris is like, "Come on, relax. These guys are professionals. Come on." And then they're walking like say south, and behind them going north, the Ferrari comes out on the street. Another one of the parking guys, he just boot off in this Ferrari.
Yeah, and the sound of the car ripping down the road. Oh, it's just so sweet.
Yeah, it sounds like a
Awesome.
race car. And then they're taking it. I don't know where they took it. They must have taken it a long way because they put like 200 miles on the car,
Yeah,
right?
took her for a nice joyride.
And then there's a one scene where they hit like a bump and the car starts flying off the ground,
Yeah.
right? They start launching.
Yeah, pretty funny. Pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a good one.
It was a good one. So
Okay.
So I guess I didn't make anything for a few more years because I'm on my list. I jump into the 90s.
So I still got 80s.
You're in the 80s still? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you catch up then.
I got an 80s one. So I love Arnold Schwarzenegger movies.
Yeah, they're good.
Just as a kid, see, I'm a few years older than you. So in 1985, let me think. So I was 10, 11, 12. I was like 13 in 85, right?
Yeah.
So 13, that's like the prime time for your just going psycho, right? Commando. Right? Not it's a piece of shit movie. You know who was in that?
No.
Melissa Milano.
Oh, she was
just a little kid in it.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
I've seen it. It's not really like.
No, she was the daughter. Yeah. So I loved Commando. You know, that was the.
You look this up.
Remember, I told you, I like you, I kill you last.
Yeah.
I lied. That's what that. I'm sure that's where that's from. That's Commando.
He goes to the jungle in this one.
No. Commando, he doesn't go to the jungle. It's in the city.
Oh, okay.
It's in the city.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't
It's
seen it.
all in buildings.
Haven't seen it.
You haven't seen that?
Nope.
Oh, it's great. Shoot 'em up, guns. You know, just Arnold being Arnold, right?
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
So, I do like that. What was his name? Sully? Remember Sully when I told you I'd kill you last, and he's holding them. Yeah. You told me you'd kill me last. I lied. And he lets him go.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Right, because he's holding him out like this.
Over the
straight
edge
arm
of the
by
building?
his feet. Like this, like upside down, straight arm out.
I remember that scene.
Yeah.
It's been a long time that I've seen that. I'll have to rewatch that because I don't recall most of that movie.
Okay. So then, a little while later.
That's the movie? A little while later?
No.
I was like, what? What are you talking
What the
about?
fuck? That's a good name for a movie.
Yeah.
A little while later, another Arnold movie.
Yeah.
80. I got no fucking eyes.
Let me see.
87.
87.
See, I'm still in the 80s.
Okay.
'Cause now I'm what, like 15?
Yeah.
Predator.
Oh, that was a good one. Yeah.
Jesse the Body Ventura was in that.
Yeah.
And his Gatling gun. If anyone doesn't know what a Gatling gun is, it's like a chain-driven gun. He's got a backpack with like this metal kind of like cartridge that goes into the bottom of this like 5-chamber chain-driven gun.
Rotates the barrel.
Yeah, like and when he pulls the trigger, it sounds like an engine. And when I first saw that movie, and Jesse gets like shot by the Predator, and his chest is all open up, and his black buddy comes up, grabs the fucking gun, and just starts shooting it. And they're literally, this gun is mowing down the jungle.
That was an awesome
As
scene.
a 15-year-old boy,
Yeah.
that was insanity.
Yeah.
That was so
They
exciting.
were chopping palm trees and banana palms.
Banana palms and
falling
small trees,
down.
and they were falling down because his gun was just releasing so many rounds so quickly.
Yeah.
It was like a saw cutting the jungle down.
Yeah, that was sweet. So that when his whole body basically exploded, though, I find that scene to be kind of weird. Like it looked like springs and guts.
Yeah.
I don't know. It wasn't very realistic at the time, maybe or something.
Right.
But it was a weird one. I remember that.
Well, because he was
vividly.
he wasn't getting shot by a round. He was getting shot by a laser
Oh, right.
because the Predator shot him. So it's going to look differently because it cauterizes as it shoots through you.
Was
right?
that what was happening?
Well, I'm just saying. I don't fucking know.
So what was it? Was an alien, right?
Yeah, Predator's an alien.
Yeah. So the scene in that I really like was when
And he was like collecting. He was there, in my opinion, he was there as a hunter collecting trophies. Just as if we would go into the jungle and shoot an animal for a trophy.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing on Earth. And he went after these guys because they were the elite.
Right.
It would have been easy to go into a city and get 5 or 6 trophies. Be like going to a zoo and shooting an animal.
Right.
You don't want that. You want to go into the jungle. You want to kind of like make it as a fair of a fight as possible.
Yeah. I remember the scene when Schwarzenegger figured out that he was seeing through heat sensing.
Yes.
And then he covers himself in mud head to toe, and he's laying still.
Makes a bow and makes arrows and spears.
That was sweet. That was a very awesome scene.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that was exciting.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I love that one.
Predator. Not on my list. Well, we touched on this a little bit, but in 1990, Goodfellas came out.
Mm-hmm.
And it had to be on my list. I looked at that 100 times each way, and it's just something about that movie that was great. It's funny, I don't remember it coming out in 1990. I think maybe I was too young, or mom and dad didn't let me watch it. I probably watched it years later.
In 90, you would have been too young.
I was like 11, 12 or something,
yeah.
and I just I don't think I saw it then.
No.
I would have seen it as maybe a young teen.
Yeah.
A few years later.
Yeah.
And it's so graphic and
Oh yeah.
it's up there in mafia type movies.
What's
which is interesting because
the lead character?
He's a Jew in it, right? Ray Liotta. He's not
Ray
even
Liotta,
Italian.
but it was Ray Liotta played who?
It was Ray Liotta, De Niro, and Pesci.
Yeah, but who did Ray Liotta play? What was his name?
Damn. Let me think about that for a second.
Keep going.
Yeah, yeah. So Joe Pesci becomes a made man in this one.
Mm-hmm.
And
Henry Hill.
Henry, that's right. And it follows mostly Henry's story, who's not an Italian, but works as, I guess, an associate to the mafia.
He's part of the mob. He just can't be made.
He can't be made. And Henry and his wife and their relationship and the rise of their success and the fall of them.
And then finally the way it's interesting. He couldn't be fully trusted because he wasn't Italian.
Yeah.
And then in the end, he's the one that narked on them all.
Yeah.
Fuck, right?
Well,
he had to save his own ass. What are you going to do?
I know. It was crazy. So that is definitely on my list. And then another 1990 movie, and you called it, is Days of Thunder. Right?
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman. It's where he meets his actual his wife.
His wife, yes.
Right? For a while, I guess.
She was really fucking hot in that.
She totally was. I think she's still got it going on, though, right?
Yeah, she's had a bit of work done.
So what?
She looked really hot. The last time I thought she was really hot. Well, Eyes Wide Open. Or Eyes Wide Shut. Sorry, Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah.
She was smoking hot.
And that was the movie that they got divorced in.
Yes, because Tom Cruise got cuckoo. They probably had affairs with the cast or something.
Oh, totally.
But she was really beautiful in, is it Mystic Mountain?
Yeah, there was that for sure.
I think it was Mystic Mountain.
Yeah.
Mystic Mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was really pretty. She looked just beautiful.
Yeah.
In that.
So interesting, in Days of Thunder, Robert Duvall's in this one as well, who was also in The Godfather, which was our top of my list anyways. And Tom Cruise shows up in this list a couple times, and so does Robert Duvall. And it's funny because Robert Duvall's an actor that I don't really think about all that much, but he plays great roles in a lot of movies.
He was great in Days of Thunder.
Great in Days of Thunder.
Yeah.
I think without him, the movie would have sucked.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I think so too.
Right? So, and that's about Tom Cruise is a wannabe race car driver who comes and drives NASCAR.
He's a Yankee.
He's a Yankee from California.
Yeah.
Goes and drives some good old boys racing NASCAR and ends up doing very well. And it's just a great story. And
I think I gave people the wrong info. It might not be Mystic Mountain.
She did one called Australia, or something with Hugh Jackman, and she played in that. And but she was a little bit older in that one, so that might not have been it.
No. I don't want to give people the wrong information here.
Half the stuff we've said already is wrong, I'm sure.
Yeah. Nicole Kidman, movies and TV shows. Yeah, I don't. Shoot.
Was it recent?
No. Cold Mountain. Cold Mountain. Yeah, she was beautiful in Cold Mountain. Like, just really, really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And that was in, Cold Mountain was in 2003. Holy
Wow.
shit.
Wow. Well, she was young in 1990 in Days of Thunder.
She had to have been 20.
Might have been her first big role that I remember her ever being in, since she was
Yeah.
quite young. I think it went from there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Love watching it. Probably seen it 100 times. That might be my most viewed movie ever, is Days of Thunder.
Yeah. I owned
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I owned Days of Thunder, Top Gun, and the Mission Impossible. It was like a Tom Cruise trilogy.
3-pack. Yeah, those 3-pack DVDs were always a big thing.
That's a movie of his I really like, is Mission Impossible, the first one.
Yeah.
It was very complicated, but if you watch it like about 20 times, you really
Figured it out. That's what's wrong with the Mission Impossible movies. They're not easily...
No, too
can't
many
follow them.
names.
But I do remember the opening scene, not on my list, by the way, Mission Impossible, but the opening scene when he's, I don't know which one it is, but he's rock climbing. I don't remember which Mission Impossible, but it was a Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
He was like rock climbing in Utah or something, or Nevada.
It was Utah. I think it was Utah.
That scene is so cool,
Yeah.
right?
And it was really funny when it was redone in the Spy Who Shagged Me.
Oh, with Mike Myers and that
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers.
I don't know which. I don't remember which Austin Powers it was, but
right. So that Austin Powers, was on my list, and then I took it off last minute. But that opening scene when all those famous people had the cameo, Danny DeVito's Mini-Me, hey asshole,
I'm Mini-Me.
Yeah, and Tom Cruise is playing Austin Powers, and there's a bunch of other famous. It's hilarious.
That's the same one that Steven Spielberg.
He's pretending to be the director,
and then Britney's in.
Britney Spears is a robot or one of the bots.
It was really funny because Britney Spears is lip syncing and her lips are off.
Yeah,
it's
hilarious.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Yeah, if you don't want to watch those movies, just watch that opening scene. It's definitely worth it. Of that Austin Powers.
Quincy Jones is in it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I forget what the girl was that was in it.
It was the
blonde,
awesome blonde in it.
Austin's girlfriend in the make believe movie they were filming at the beginning. I forget.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, I can't remember. I can picture her face. I got an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie for you.
Oh, about fucking time.
I know, right? T2, Terminator 2, 1991.
Yep.
And I think this was the movie that came on TV, or I came across it, and it made me think about this list and why we should do this, because as a younger boy in 1991, that scene where the Terminator is Arnold and he's trying to kill or protect Connor,
yeah,
and the other Terminator or robot killer is the cop.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. He was the T
whatever.
1000 or T2000.
Right. He's better than the Terminator is. Yeah. And he can morph through steel.
Yeah, because he's a liquid.
Right? Liquid nitrogen or what? I don't know.
It was a liquid,
He was like aluminum. It looked like
aluminum, mercury, something.
Mercury. That's what I was trying to think of. And he morphs himself through the bars, and he's carrying a gun, and then the gun gets stuck in the rail, and he has to turn it. That blew my mind. That scene.
So, do you know when he was shooting the gun, he's shooting it and he's not blinking? So that's a little thing.
I didn't know that.
It's a little thing. He trained for months to shoot a gun without blinking.
Because why would a
robot wouldn't blink?
Robot wouldn't blink. Sweet.
Yeah, right.
I'll have to rewatch that to see that.
Just so you see him not blinking when he's shooting the gun.
Yeah.
But that's actually right after that scene where he goes to the bars, picks up the gun.
Yeah.
Arnold's there, turns the boy around, he starts shooting into the back of Arnold.
Oh,
and he's
right.
not blinking. And he's just keeping his eyes dead open. It was freaky.
That is freaky. Yeah. That just had some awesome scenes in it as well.
Special effects were unbelievable.
Special effects were amazing. They're driving that semi truck through the waterways of LA. You know, those big water catchers
in the what do they call those?
Like a spillway.
They're like a spillway. Yeah, like a spillway.
Yeah, that is so cool. And Arnold's on the Harley.
That's the same place where they drove the Cobra and the Ferrari in Cannonball Run.
Ah, funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that scene's just so cool. Loved it. Loved that movie.
Now, I know some old timers are going to hear our list and go, what about?
Oh, of course. My list sucks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shitty movies on here, and there's some good ones, and we're missing a ton. I had to cut about 20 movies out of this thing. Here's one that shouldn't be on the list, okay?
Okay.
Wayne's World. 1992.
Shawing.
Exactly.
Shawing.
It's hilarious. And I don't know if it's still funny today, but that's Mike Myers and Dana Carvey. They're an SNL skit. I think Mike Myers wrote the skit for SNL.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, and then they turned it into a movie. And it is hilarious. And Mike Myers is great all around. Good Canadian boy. He's played in a ton of stuff that is just absolutely hilarious, including Austin Powers. And Wayne's World was one of those ones that I watched probably 100 or 200 times as a kid. It's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Really funny.
Very funny. Very, very funny stuff.
She rates very high on the strokeability scale.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the girls in that movie was hilarious. So that was who they're talking about, Heather Locklear.
Heather be thy name.
Heather Locklear in that one. And then Kim Basinger was also in that, and she was Garth's girlfriend for a short period of time, and she's absolutely stunning in that as well. And Garth, I think, loses her virginity to her, and now he knows his ways of the women because he's so experienced after smoking a pipe that has bubbles in it. It's too funny. There's so much good stuff in that movie that.
So here's something. Okay, so I said Cannonball Run. I was trying to find out what Ferrari it was at the end. But you know that movie had Burt Reynolds, Roger Moore, Dom DeLuise, Farrah Fawcett, and Jackie Chan.
That's awesome. Jackie Chan.
He was the Chinese guy in the little
I hope he was Chinese.
Well, duh. But he was the guy in that little, like, I guess it was like that futuristic car, kind of like racist-y a little bit. But you know, it was like, of course, the two Asian guys in the really futuristic, turbo-powered, like little Honda or something.
Yeah, from Asia.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
Yeah. What cars were on the final scene?
That was a good movie.
Cannonball Run. Okay, what's your next movie?
Okay. Well, we're going to skip over Casino because we've already talked about that, but that was definitely on my list. This one will not be on your list. 1996, Jerry Maguire.
Oh, God.
I know, right? And there's another Tom Cruise movie.
You had me at hello.
Now, Renee Zellweger ruined the movie. Okay?
Why?
I don't like her.
You don't?
The squinty eyes, and then she got all the
She's in one of my
work done.
favorite movies ever.
Which is what?
No.
Okay. So, but it's a good feel-good movie where Jerry's just kind of down on his luck, Tom Cruise in that movie, and he wants to just redevelop his whole way of doing business and really be in touch with the customer, which is Cuba Gooding Jr., who's a football player. He's awesome in that movie. And it's funny. There's these little flashbacks to Jerry Maguire's mentor. I get up in the morning and I clap my hands every morning, and what a good day. And those are hilarious little scenes. And actually, it's funny. This is not funny, but I was just Googling this movie this morning, and Kelly Preston played Jerry Maguire's wife, who he then gets divorced from and meets Renee Zellweger in the movie.
Okay.
She's the opening scene.
Yeah.
She was married to John Travolta.
Okay.
She died this year
of
breast cancer at like 57 years old.
Oh, shitty.
So I thought I heard that, but it was just a little snippet, which is totally tragic and a bit of a downer. But that's something that definitely happened and wasn't great. Want me to do one more?
Sure. I'm trying to find out the freaking cars. Sometimes you just can't find something.
We need a producer.
Yeah.
So this will probably be on both our lists, and it should be if it isn't.
What year?
And it should be everybody's list. 1999.
The Matrix.
The Matrix. Right?
Yeah.
Has to be.
Changed my life.
It changed everybody's life, right?
Yeah.
So what's weird about The Matrix is this is the year we all went from VHS to DVD.
Yes.
Okay.
You could rent a DVD. I rented a DVD
You
player.
rented a DVD player. You got a DVD. I think I bought my
Hooked it up
first
to my
Sony
stereo.
DVD player. Yeah.
I didn't see that in the theater, you know?
No, I didn't either. But I think we were just starting to get into home audio around 1999. Okay. And that the quality of because VHS, although it was great, it sucked. Okay, the image quality was terrible on our old TV. Our old TV sucked. They were hooked up through RCAs and just shit quality media. But The Matrix was the first real movie that came out with Dolby Digital Surround and awesome quality.
And the first movie, they invented bullet time for that movie.
Bullet time was invented in that movie. Keanu Reeves was in that, who is, Keanu, but he does an amazing...
Keanu.
I do too, but he gets a bit of a bad rap in some of his movies.
Yeah, because he was like Bill and Ted's
The whole
Excellent Adventure.
whoa,
Yeah,
right?
well, yeah.
Or whatever he does in every movie.
I know.
But
Bullet time
Bullet
is
time.
unreal. So it's like they make a ring with cameras.
Yeah.
Right? And then all those cameras are filming a scene simultaneously.
Yeah.
So like when Trinity, as at the very beginning, and she jumps, and it's like,
And then the camera goes...
and then the camera goes all over. I guess they're taking little snippets out of each camera, because it's like she jumps and then she stops,
Frozen in time.
frozen in air, but the camera still goes around her.
Yeah.
That's bullet time.
Yeah.
And then that, I think, is these snippets out of each one of these cameras.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the editing? Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then when I first saw that scene, there,
Like instantly, it was like one of the first scenes of the movie, right?
yeah, it was the opening scene.
Yeah.
When I first saw that, I was absolutely blown
Yeah.
away. No one had ever seen anything like it
Yeah.
ever
Yeah.
in movies.
Yeah. You're
Just-
like, what am I watching right now? It was
Yeah,
so exciting.
It was so exciting.
Yeah.
It was just like you just never, ever seen anything like it.
Yeah.
And that is one of those movies that starts and then never stops.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a couple of little quiet spots in
Yeah.
it just to give you a breather.
Yeah, totally.
Bring your heart rate down a bit.
Yeah.
And then it just keeps going full throttle.
It's true. It's true.
It's just more action. When you think it's done, it just gets better.
Yeah. The scene where Keanu Reeves, who's Neo goes to save Lawrence. What's his name? What's his name in the movie?
Lawrence Fishburne?
Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh,
He's captured by the bad
Morpheus.
guy. Morpheus. He goes to save Morpheus.
He's caught by Agent Smith.
Yeah. That is unbelievable. They're in a helicopter,
Well, first,
right?
no.
Okay, you
First,
want to back it up even further than that?
because
Okay.
it starts
Yeah.
at "We need guns,"
Oh, absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
And that's where all these guns fly in, and he goes, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
That's actually
That's
the scene,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Then they load up on guns, and
Yeah.
they load up on a big bomb.
Right.
So now the agents can't do everything.
Yeah.
They can't just like fly in. So they go into the lobby of this skyrise.
Because the agents and Morpheus are on like the top floor
one
of this
of the top
building.
floors. So they go into the lobby of this high rise, whatever it
Yeah.
is.
Fully
and
secured.
Fully secured high rise, and Neo and Trinity just start like killing everybody.
Yeah.
And that's when that's that song, The Propeller Heads,
Right.
right? Playing through the whole
Yeah.
opening scene. They go through everybody there. It's like guns and ammo and brass flying everywhere. And then they go into the elevator shaft.
The elevator
now,
shaft.
that's very important
It
because
is.
what that does is it makes it impossible for more agents to make their way up the building.
Right.
That's why they blew up the main floor.
So when they're in the elevator, and that's when Neo really gets his confidence in the movie.
When he says there is no
he
spoon.
grabs Trinity.
Yeah, they
right?
hook onto the cable.
And then he blows the elevator shaft, and they go up. The elevator goes down with the bomb, and that door flies off the elevator.
Yes,
You remember?
that's
Do you
bullet
remember
time as
seeing
well.
that
Yes,
for the first time? And it's coming at you in slow motion, and
Yes.
it flies right over your head.
really fast.
That
yeah.
was amazing. That was
Yeah.
super cool.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Super cool.
And then they go from there straight to the roof.
That's right.
They do not go
To the agents.
to to where Morpheus is being kept. They clean up the security guards up there and an agent.
Yeah.
And then they
Get into the helicopter.
get into the helicopter.
Yeah.
Gatling gun again.
Yeah.
That is a Gatling gun.
Yeah.
Chain-driven gun. And then they rescue Morpheus. But it's just like, it just keeps...
Yeah.
It just keeps getting
Even
better.
the
and
bullets that are falling from the helicopter in that scene in slow motion with the sound.
it's amazing. Yeah, it's beautiful. And
It's
the
like-
clinging of the brass, it's all ting. It
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
like little silver coins falling from the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was super cool. And then they
And then when the helicopter hits the
building,
and then the glass kind of ripples
It
off
flexes.
in a wave form.
and then it explodes
Yeah.
and it follows the ripple down, exploding all the
It's
glass out.
just unreal.
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
And Neo grabs the rope and
I
Trinity
know,
flies out,
I
and
know.
then
It's just
Morpheus
it's
is like, "Do you believe me now?"
I
Right?
know.
Like, and you're
Gives
like,
me shivers just
all
thinking
of us
about
are
it.
like, "Of course we believe you, Morpheus. He's the one." So here's the question. Okay, which pill do you take?
I know, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
now knowing
now knowing
which pill do you take?
pill
Do you just go back to La La Land and live happily ever after?
because La La Land's pretty good.
I mean,
It's not that bad. Like, obviously, we got a pandemic going on,
we
which
got a
kind
lot
sucks.
of fucking issues, but
But
overall,
it's kind of fun.
it's better than living in a fucking cast iron jungle in the bottom of the fucking earth.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, it'd be a tough one.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do.
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
either.
I'd take the fucking whatever. Which pill did he take? He took the red pill,
The
right?
red pill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
was the tracing device.
So the guy who betrays Morpheus,
Cypher.
says, "You
Cypher?
stuff
Cypher, right?
that red pill up your ass. I'm taking the,
Yeah.
I like this. I know this steak is fake,
Yeah. But
I
it is
don't care.
delicious
But it's
and
delicious.
juicy. It's
Yeah,
juicy
yeah.
and delicious.
juicy and delicious," and it was right. So, yeah, that movie, and that movie really should be probably my number. Although The Godfather is number one on my list, and I went by chronological, but that movie probably did more for all movie making and
Yeah, because
the development of movies in general.
yeah, because
It catapulted movies.
just a few years later, then Charlie's Angels came out, which was just
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
it was fun,
Yeah.
right? Fun,
Yeah.
sexy girls and all that
Yeah.
shit. But they used some of that bullet time in there too,
Yeah.
right? So it did change some stuff.
Yeah. So, that's my top 10 list. But I have some shout outs that just didn't quite make the list, but I had to I wanted to just throw them on here.
Okay, so
Unless did you go through your 10?
yeah, I'm pretty
Kind
much
of.
done. Pretty much done. Now, there's The Matrix. I'm glad you brought that up because that is one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah.
I like adventure movies a lot too. They're really fun.
Yeah.
So I do like the Indiana Joneses.
Okay, good one.
Would they be on my top 10? I mean, that's tough, right?
I know, right?
That's tough. Yeah, because
Top 10 was really hard.
Yeah,
When I started to break it down,
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit."
yeah. So I had the Singing in the Rain, the Christmas movies, the Die Hard and Christmas Vacation. Definitely a couple of the Schwarzenegger movies, like Predator was up there for sure. But I'm just looking here at other movies that I like. What about Platoon?
Amazing.
Right?
Yeah, so the war movies.
So I like war movies, but I'm not crazy about
See,
them.
that's
They're
the
sad
thing.
to me.
They're so sad.
Yeah.
Because when you think about Saving Private Ryan as well,
Yeah.
what a great movie.
Yeah, Saving Private Ryan,
But
Platoon,
Jesus
Apocalypse
God,
Now.
You don't want to watch that too many
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Like it's brutal.
Brutal.
Right?
And then I was thinking about my Western movies, like Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah.
I've watched that maybe 100 times.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Have you seen Once Upon a Time in the West?
Yep.
I really like that one.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Good story, interesting.
Tombstone's another good one.
Tombstone I've watched 20 times.
Right.
I've been to Tombstone.
Mm-hmm.
I've read Doc Holliday's biography.
Right.
Not autobi. He didn't write it himself, but I've read his biography. I saw Wyatt Earp. I like that a lot. I like the Wild West a lot. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I think I have a love for those because Dad really loved
we
Westerns.
always made us watch those.
And as a kid, I did not like them. And then as you get older, you appreciate them. And then you're like, wow, this is super cool. Because it's a really interesting time in history. The Wild West of America. It's not that long ago.
No.
No?
So I'm surprised that Tarantino didn't make any on your list.
So Pulp Fiction was kind of on there for a while. I took it off. There's also other movies that were on there were Reservoir Dogs and Usual Suspects. Those were
saw The Usual Suspects again a few nights ago.
Those were all on my top 20 list. But I had to make some hard cuts. Yeah. And those were difficult ones. But Tarantino he's good. I love almost all of his movies.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But again, they're movies that you want to watch once, maybe twice, because there are some stuff hidden in there that you want to kind of pick up. But they're not movies I would watch over and over again, like my list. So I think I had to make some hard cuts on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But one that wasn't overly exciting that I just wanted to give a shout out to was A River Runs Through It.
Yeah.
With Brad Pitt.
Yes.
He's a fly fisherman, he's a young guy. It's a good story.
Yeah.
So that was up there. And also Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
Right?
Shawshank was
those are good movies that do they deserve to be on my top 10? Probably not.
Just because
they weren't exciting enough.
Yeah. We're just talking about our
stories.
own fun movies. Yeah. Shawshank was excellent. A River Run Through It was good. Shadow casting is not a thing.
Shadow casting
is not a thing.
No,
it's not a thing.
When he's
no,
but it's so cool.
It is.
Yeah,
it's fun.
But he's so cool.
I know. It's fun. It's cool. Shadow casting. From what I've read, it would most probably spook the trout rather than bring them up.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, but beautiful water. Beautiful fishing scenes.
Yeah, Montana, right? Yeah, they're in Montana.
Yeah, they're in Missoula.
Yeah. Very cool.
Missoula? Yeah, Missoula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some comedies on my shout-out list.
All right, bring them on.
Minute go on?
Yeah.
Three Amigos. Okay.
I forgot about the Three Amigos.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
As a young boy, that was my first comedy, which was a comedy / Western, really. And Dad loved the movie because he liked those types of.
I love.
So it's
Martin.
Martin Short.
Martin Short, I love.
And Steve Martin.
Steve Martin.
And Chevy Chase is in that.
Chase, yeah.
And they're three out-of-work actors who go into Mexico.
And they think they're going to work.
They think they're going to a casting call.
Yeah.
And literally they're going to save somebody because this lady who lives in wherever, El Guapo's territory, right? Writes to them and says, can you please come and save us from this terrorist?
Yeah.
And they think they're going on this casting call, and it's hilarious. I just love that show. And those guys.
I haven't seen that in so long.
So the thing is this: Chevy Chase is on your list as Christmas Vacation as your top 10. So he's actually made the top 10 list a couple times. And remember the whole
yeah,
the little thing they used to do, which was their handshake.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. The Mask.
Yes. Smoking.
Yeah. So that
somebody stop me.
So that is not holding up to time as well as I thought.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was on TV not long ago, so I checked it out for a bit.
It's aging.
It's almost like they needed to add some background music or something to it. There's a lot of dead scenes.
That are quiet.
Yeah, they're just not really well produced.
Oh, yeah.
But that was when what's her name got her start there.
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz, who's totally smoking in that.
Yeah.
And
she was hotter in that with a couple extra pounds on her.
yeah,
She got
she
skinny
was
after.
young. She was young then. She
Yeah.
probably still had a little bit of baby
Maybe
fat on her.
yeah, maybe.
She was
yeah.
like only 20 or 22 or something. in that, right?
Yeah.
But that's Jim Carrey, also a great Canadian boy, who's very hilarious in my opinion.
Yeah.
My wife doesn't think so. Again, she's not a big Jim Carrey fan. But the next Jim Carrey movie that's on my shout out list is Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Right?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
you'll remember the opening scene. Now, this is before we had Amazon and good delivery systems. He's a UPS delivery driver, right? And he's got this package and it's got something in it that's probably something really nice and delicate and fragile. And he's kicking the shit out of this box down the street. And he's putting it in the elevator. And the elevator doors are smashing. And he's like
Playing soccer with it.
playing soccer with it, and the opening scene is he's basically exchanging this package and stealing somebody's dog. That is the funniest opening scene to almost any movie ever.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey.
So The Mask came out in 1994.
Oh wow.
And in The Mask, I know, it's old, right?
Crazy.
And in The Mask, there's a scene where The Mask, Jim Carrey's character, which I guess they just call him The Mask. I don't know what they call him. His character
Yeah.
puts a spell on all the police officers.
He had a name.
Did they? I don't know.
It'll come to me. Go ahead.
So he puts a spell on all the police officers, and they start singing the song Cuban Pete. They call me Cuban Pete.
Right.
They call me Cuban Pete. You know,
I do
king
the
of
rumba
mamba
beat.
Yeah. And because of that, I heard that's a Desi Arnaz song. It's an old Desi Arnaz song, and because I heard that song, and I was like, and I was just getting into the cigar business shortly after that movie came out. I was like, perfect name for my cigar store.
I remember.
Do you remember that?
I do.
So my cigar store was going to be Cuban Pete's Cigar Shop instead of Goodfellas Cigar Shop. And of course, I couldn't keep it that because it was actually another Cuban Pete cigar company in Canada, and I got a cease and desist order and all this bullshit. But
I thought it had something to do with the fact that you had the word Cuban in the name.
Oh, also the distributor, the Habanos distributor, the distributor of Cuban cigars in Canada at that time, didn't like that it had Cuban and cigar in the name because it might misrepresent. But now you can do that.
Right.
So they wanted me to change it to like Cuban Pete's Smoker's Requisites, or I was like, oh, fuck off, right? It's just the dumbest
stupid
shit ever.
Yeah.
Anyway, couldn't use it anyway because this other company, Cuban Pete's Cigar Shop, was in Toronto.
Right.
And couldn't use it. And they were planning on opening up in Whistler.
Oh.
Yeah. I'd like to know whatever happened to them because they're gone. They're like long gone.
Well, there was a lot of cigar stores that
came and went.
Yeah, came and went with the rise of the popularity of cigars in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Everybody was smoking cigars then. We had a really...
It was a big boom.
Big boom.
Yeah. So anyway, that's how I got the name Cuban Pete Cigar Store.
Yeah.
And I thought that would be fun.
Yeah.
But
it's not the same. Like, I got my
Goodfellas
Goodfellas
is
shirt on,
better.
right? Which
Yeah.
is, we all represent. But
Goodfellas is
yeah,
better.
I don't know if it would have been the same with Cuban Pete's. Yeah. Let me see if I'm missing anything here.
Comedy. Best comedy of all time.
Best comedy of all time. Yeah, because there's Wayne's World, Ace Ventura, The Mask was my comedies. Oh,
Delirious.
Delirious. Like the stand-up?
Yeah.
Oh, well, if you talk about stand-up, that's off the charts hilarious.
Right?
Yeah. They make reference to Rocky in Delirious, don't they? Or is that Raw?
I think that was Delirious.
Yeah.
Because the Italian guy goes up to the bar and orders a bunch of drinks and then says the N-word. Oh, he'll pay for it, right?
Yeah.
And then there's the big black brother there, and he's saying the big black brother's like, "Excuse me," looking down.
You talking to me?
You must have just saw Rocky.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny.
For comedies, yeah, Austin Powers was kind of on that list that didn't make the cut. One of my there's a couple of older comedies, not stand up, that I thought were absolutely hilarious. Again, I can't watch them with my wife because she doesn't like them. Maybe there's some Canadiana connotations in him and she doesn't like it. But anything with John Candy, so Uncle Buck.
Love it.
And Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, right?
Steve Martin.
She just
Steve
cannot
Martin.
get into those.
Oh, God.
But first of all, they're older, right?
Yeah.
And maybe they were made before she was born. And maybe just because of John Candy's comedy sense of humor, it might not have translated itself to the border as it does resonates with us. But those movies were hilarious to me as a kid. But I don't get to watch them anymore.
So there's an old movie that's really funny. It's called California Suite.
Never heard of it.
No? Okay.
No.
Michael Caine, Walter Matthau.
Okay.
Oh, Bill Cosby's in it. Richard Pryor's in it.
Hilarious.
Right.
And Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby, yeah.
With Richard Pryor?
Yeah.
That's weird, hey?
I know, right? I wonder who Billy Bob drugged on that one. Jane Fonda was in it.
Think he drugged her?
Might have gotten into Janie's pants. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, Janie's my wife.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, it's an interesting show about people checking into a hotel room, and Quentin Tarantino basically ripped it off with 4 rooms. Not 100%, but it's like a remake of that. So California Suite was 1978.
Oh, wow.
Very interesting little comedy.
Okay.
Quirky.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
It's worth a watch.
Okay.
And I can see where some of the Quentin Tarantino influences came from.
Right.
I know he liked, what is it, Kurosaka, the samurai movies?
Well, he liked a lot of spaghetti westerns and then
And
Japanese
samurai movies.
Samurai
Was it
movies and
Kurosaka?
I don't know. That doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that's a very interesting movie.
And that's a comedy.
Yeah.
And that's on your comedy list. So, I don't know if this is a comedy or not, but City Slickers. Is it a comedy?
Yeah.
That was on my shout out list because that was pretty
really
cool
good.
when I was a kid. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot of times.
A lot of
times. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the City Slickers is fun.
It is a good
fun.
movie.
It's Billy Crystal. He's having a midlife crisis.
Right.
He's gonna go on a cattle drive.
Yeah.
With his 2 best friends, and everyone's fucked up.
Yeah, they're all screwed
up.
Yeah.
And Kurosawa. That was a big influence on Tarantino.
Okay.
He did all the old samurai movies.
Right.
That's where all that Kill Bill blood comes from.
Right.
Is Kurosawa.
Which are awesome, by the way.
I love Kill Bill. So he's a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
His other 2 buddies are going through the same kind of crisis.
Yeah.
And they go on this cattle drive and they try and find themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
And
good.
I thought it was great when I was younger, but now as I'm older, I'm like, I can kind of relate in
I know.
some ways,
I think
right?
I need to go on a cattle drive, right?
Yeah, right?
It's hilarious.
It's like I said to Tanya, I said, I need a little adventure in my life. I need to do something like, selling booze and cigars is just not adventure. It's fun, it's good, but it's not adventurous.
Yeah.
I need to go on a big hike or something and like camp on the top of a fucking mountain or something. I don't know.
I know.
Go for a long drive and explore some new places. I don't know.
It's funny. It's true, though.
Sleep in a cave.
Sleep in a cave. Yeah, I got a long shout-out list here.
Okay, give it up.
Okay. Roadhouse.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay. And Bloodsport were two
Bloodsport was
kind of one and the same, but different, obviously. Couple of guys who just go and get bloody, because one goes and fights in an underworld Bloodsport, which is Jean-Claude Van Damme, and he goes and enters into some Japanese.
But it wasn't underground. It was like kind of underground, but
Japanese fight.
Yeah.
To the death.
Not necessarily to the death.
But one guy died in it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I just liked because it was exciting. Lots of blood and gore.
Van Damme was good.
Van Damme was good at the time. It was kind of in his height. Was Bloodsport. And then Roadhouse was just a great movie about a bouncer who goes into a real rough area to clean up.
I just saw it like a month ago.
Oh, it's awesome, right? And instead of cleaning up the one bar, he cleans up the whole city because it's kind of like the whole town is kind of revolves around the bar and
the one guy,
the crookedness of the bar,
of this one bar owner,
is related to the whole town.
What movie was Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze in?
I don't.
Point Break.
Oh, Johnny Utah. You mean Johnny Utah?
Yeah. It's Johnny Utah.
Love Point Break. Yeah.
That's great.
That didn't make my list, but I thought about that so many times. I'm like, should I say Point Break? But then, what are people going to say about me if I say Point Break? Right? So I kind of left it off. I'm glad you said it because it makes a lot more sense for you to say it than me. Right? But Point Break is awesome.
Oh, it was super fun as a
Right?
kid watching Point Break.
Yeah.
Good
So
time.
Keanu Reeves is an undercover cop.
Yeah. And who else is in it for a little bit? Nick Nolte?
Nick Nolte's
His,
Johnny
like-
Utah's partner.
Yeah.
Right? And Patrick Swayze is the criminal head running a group of 4 guys who basically rob banks
And surf.
And surf. So cool, right?
So stupid.
Yeah.
Who was the girl in that? She was a cute little thing.
Yeah, I don't remember her name, but she kind of reminded me of Trinity in The Matrix.
Oh, she kind of reminds me
Right,
of
the
Demi
short-
Moore a little bit,
Yeah,
too.
the short dark hair. I don't know if she ever played in anything else that would be recognizable that I know of.
Yeah, I don't know. Patrick Swayze. Oh, no, it wasn't Nick Nolte. It was Gary Busey.
Oh, yeah.
I can never tell those two guys apart.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He's crazy, hey? Oh, yeah. He had some
He was
strokes
also
or
in
something.
that. He was also in that. Wasn't Gary Busey in that movie that was? Was it? Who the heck was it? Was it a Schwarzenegger movie when they're on the? No, that was a Steven Seagal movie, where they're on the big American battleship, maybe. And the Playboy bunny jumps out of the cake. Do you remember that?
I remember that scene. Yep. Who doesn't remember that scene as a kid, right?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gary Busey, isn't that Gary Busey in that? So that girl's name, just to go back, I think is Lori Pretty.
Oh.
Don't know.
Yeah.
American actress, Lori Pretty.
Weird. Yeah, I can't say I would know her in any other movies.
Yeah. What was Gary Busey's movie with Steven Seagal? Under Siege.
Under Siege was great, though.
Yeah.
Right?
That was a big one.
Yeah, it was a big one. He sucks, though.
Who?
You know?
Steven Seagal?
Steven Seagal. I don't know, but I
Apparently he's
like
good.
this stuff.
Yeah.
The whole Aikido thing and smacking people and flailing around and boom. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. But, yeah, he did
There
come
was
up
some
with some
good
stuff.
fighting.
It was good entertainment.
Under Siege was good, but there was that other movie that he did. What the hell was it? Let me look it up quickly here. Above the Law.
Above the Law was good.
That was great.
So he played an undercover cop.
Cop, and he'd go into that.
Or no, he wasn't even a cop, but he was like a vigilante or something in that, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
And he went into that, like that pool hall and beat the shit out of the whole place.
You know what's a modern
great.
day movie that's the same as that one then, Above the Law, is like Walking Tall with The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of the same movie,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Kind of a guy who just like goes and beats the shit out of the whole town and wins it back. But that's when I realized The Rock could actually act.
Is it Walking Tall the one where
He goes home. He goes home from being
and he becomes
on
like the
duty.
chief of police.
Yeah, he
or
becomes a
not-
sheriff.
Sheriff.
Yeah.
Just saw that not long ago,
It's
actually.
awesome.
It's okay.
Yeah, no, it's a good movie.
It's okay. The best one like that is the one that Arnold was just in recently, where he plays an old man sheriff,
Oh.
and Johnny Knoxville's in it.
Oh, I don't know. Oh,
It's
nope.
Johnny Knoxville, right?
Yeah, I can't say I know that.
Yeah, I don't know which one it is. I need a producer.
We need one badly. Okay, I'm going to give you a shout-out list here that you're going to hate this. Almost embarrassed to say it.
Okay.
Dirty Dancing. Okay?
You gonna
No.
put Ghost on your list too?
No, I didn't. I liked Ghost, but the only scene I liked with Ghost was when he picks up the nickel up the door, right? He's holding it. That is a great scene in Ghost.
Demi Moore in that oversized 1980s denim shirt with the top button done up and the puffy sleeves and
Yeah.
the shoulders hanging down. Fuck,
No.
she was cute.
Yeah, she was, but no, not Ghost. But Dirty Dancing, it's one of those ones that if it's on TV, I
You know
have
what?
to watch.
We've been watching movies like lately. I just saw Dirty Dancing.
You've watched a lot of movies lately.
I know. This is
I haven't seen Dirty Dancing in 5 or 6 years.
Oh no, I've seen it in the last 2 months. I watched it
Oh,
with,
that's hilarious.
because we've been doing movie nights because we want our kids to watch movies that we've seen.
Yeah.
As kids.
So
Tanya
did
and
you
I.
hate Dirty Dancing then?
No, it's
Nobody
great.
puts baby in the corner.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Right?
It's great.
It is great.
It's great. No, it's great.
Oh, that's a good one. And this one is a little bit awkward to say too, but Forrest Gump.
Yeah, Forrest Gump's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that should be on everybody's kind of, if you haven't seen it, at least go out and see it or rent it
Oh,
or
yeah.
do whatever you got to do, download it.
So what did he say? He didn't say life is like a box of chocolates.
I thought he did. You just don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, he said something else.
Yeah. But Forrest's life, because he's I don't know, is he autistic or something in this movie? He's challenged
Just
in some
slow.
ways, slow in
Slow.
some ways. Lives this life that just, he doesn't even realize he's living it to the extent that he is. And it's kind of a feel-good movie. Great show. Definitely on the list.
Okay, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie I was thinking about is 2013 called The Last Stand.
Oh, interesting.
It's good.
I don't know if I've seen that.
The Last Stand with let me see who's in it. I think it's Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And Arnold plays like an older guy, right? Like he's achy and
Right.
yeah, he's an older sheriff. It's good. God, Arnold's done a lot of movies.
Mm-hmm. A ton.
The Running Man.
That was really good. The woman with the 3 breasts is an unforgettable scene in that movie.
Was that The Running Man?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Or was that Total Recall?
Oh, that was Total Recall.
Yeah.
How did I just screw that up?
Yeah, you suck.
I do suck, but
So he did like The Running Man.
Yeah,
The Last
Running
Stand,
Man's
which
a
I
game
liked.
show that he needs to
the
get out of.
Terminator movies, Conan, Total Recall, which I loved, and then of course I loved the Predator movies.
Yeah.
And yeah,
So, also on my shout out list is a movie that I saw in the theater, which I don't go to the theater very much. I realized.
no, me neither. Actually, I don't know
I haven't
why.
been in years. But when I saw this movie, it made me want to be part of the movie. I felt like I was in the movie. Okay. When I watched this,
All right.
and it was Avatar,
Yeah.
and I wanted to be an Avatar.
There's a thing.
Like when
So there's a thing with the Avatar movies.
isn't there just one?
No,
There's
no,
more
with
than
the
one.
Avatar movie.
Okay.
There's a thing
Right.
where people actually got depressed.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I said to my wife when we left that movie, because he had the
it
guy
was
had
so
the choice,
fucking
right?
beautiful.
He could have been in the real world or lived in the Avatar land, right? When he hooked his body up and he became an Avatar, and I said to her, "I want to be an Avatar. Like I wanted to be in that land. It was unbelievable."
Yeah.
And that was what's his face who does like 3 movies in a lifetime. Cameron, yeah.
Well, he did that.
Titanic and the one with Schwarzenegger he did, right? When he flies the jet. What's that called?
True Lies?
True Lies.
He did that one?
Yeah.
Oh, I love True Lies.
True Lies.
That's on my
And
list.
so he
eh?
does
That's
like
on-
True
I-
Lies. He does which one did you just say here a second ago? Titanic. Right? And then Avatar comes out with just these amazing blockbusters every 10 years. And I didn't know that people got depressed over Avatar because
I'm just gonna look it
I
up.
felt that.
Yeah. How? Yeah. No, there was something. Oh, first of all, it netted 1.3 billion.
Jeez. You know what? Mom and Dad
Or
even went to see that.
grossed 1.3 billion.
Yeah.
You can't watch Avatar at home. You have to go to the theater and watch it in 3D.
Yeah.
That's a must.
Yeah, I watched
It
in
wouldn't
3D.
work at home.
No.
But in the 3D, was really good in that. It was really good.
Yeah.
It was nice.
It
wasn't
nice.
like 3D in your face. It was just 3D, and it just made it more like it made you more involved
exactly
in the picture.
And when they were in that world, it was just so the colors and lights and and you almost felt it in the theater. It was very captivating, that movie. Yeah.
What was that movie? Was a remake basically of Pocahontas?
That movie?
Yeah, it was the same story, just retold in a different way.
I don't know.
Just like The Matrix was retold.
Is that like a thing? Is that like or is that your observation?
No, it's a thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, The Matrix is just the story of Christ being retold.
Yeah, because
there's so many biblical references.
There is biblical references in that for sure.
Unbelievable, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so it says Avatar fans, better known as Avatar, become so immersed in the movie that they suffer from withdrawal when it ends.
Interesting. I felt that.
So chat rooms and fan forums have been full of testimonials from those who say they felt felt depressed, even thought of suicide after seeing the film due to a longing for the beauty of the fictional planet Pandora.
Wow. So, no shit. Okay. When I left there, I was like, our world sucks.
Yeah.
Right?
It was beautiful, that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Visually stunning.
Visually stunning. And it gave you the glimpse of what we're all about here. Just like drilling for natural resources and just destroying our planet and, yeah. Yeah. Very, very neat. Very cool.
That's funny. They named it Pandora after Pandora's box, eh? Yeah.
Was that on your list?
Avatar?
Yeah.
No. I didn't even think about it when I was putting my list together. Funny. Because I've seen Avatar once at the theater.
That's where I saw it. Only one time.
One time.
I've never seen it again.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if they played
Just
that
like
on
Titanic
TV.
was good. I think I've seen it once at the theater. That was it.
I think I've seen it more than once, Titanic. Yeah. And it was really good. That was visually pleasing too.
What's his name?
Leonardo.
Yeah.
Leo. He's awesome.
Yeah, he is good, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hypocrite, but he's good.
Well, as much as he's up in our grill as Canadians, right?
Fuck.
Like, go. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Go home.
What was he bitching us about? Oil, and
tar sands and stuff like that,
and he's got a 300-foot fucking yacht that he sails around, banging Playboy bunnies all day long.
Pretty sure my footprint is, what did they call it?
Carbon footprint.
Carbon footprint is less than his.
Yeah.
So he should just shut the fuck up for a little while, right?
Yeah.
'Cause-
Yeah.
Yeah. What an idiot.
Yeah.
But I do like him as an actor.
Yeah.
He was excellent in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes.
You seen that?
Yes.
Yeah, that
He was also really good in
everything he's done.
everything he's done. Yeah.
Basically.
The one
He's
with
been in a bunch of Quentin Tarantino movies as well, and he was really good
Gangs
in those.
New York.
Gangs in New York was
really
fabulous.
And then he was in one with Mark Wahlberg and the guy from Ocean's 11. The kid. What's his name? It just slipped my mind.
Yeah. Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. What was that called?
So Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg, and
DiCaprio.
Leo?
And other people.
Huh. That's a heavy cast.
It was a Scorsese film.
Oh.
What is it?
Oh.
The one they take place in Boston.
Yeah, the one where
They're all gangsters. They all killing each
but
other.
they're dirty cops.
Dirty cops. Yeah.
Yeah, that
How
was
that?
really good. It'll come to me in a second here.
Not Rev.
It'll come to me, but that's a great
Come on,
movie.
you gotta say we gotta figure it out now though.
Here, I'll look that up really quick.
Yeah, great movie. Lots of plot twists. All-star cast. Well done. Yeah, I guess Scorsese does some good stuff, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Raging Bull was another good one.
Scorsese loves Leo.
Yes.
They do a lot of stuff together.
It starts with an R, I'm sure. The movie I'm thinking about.
I'm having an issue loading here.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Good Will Hunting. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. The Departed.
The Departed.
Yeah.
Starts with an R. Yeah, look at me.
Yeah, starts with an R. Has an R in it. Yeah. No, that was
The Departed was it was excellent.
that was an excellent movie. A little bit sad,
Oh, fuck yeah.
right? Or a lot sad.
A lot sad.
So in The Departed,
I haven't seen it in a long time. So I can't remember how it goes exactly.
yeah. So Jack Nicholson is a crooked Irishman mafioso of some kind.
Right.
Okay, and Leo is an informant.
Yeah, going to
Okay,
infiltrate the gang.
and Matt Damon is a cop who's crooked,
Mm-hmm.
but really freaking crooked.
Mm-hmm.
And I think everybody dies in this movie,
Pretty much, except for Mark Wahlberg,
right?
because he offs Matt Damon at the end.
That's right. And it's
Spoiler
sad.
alert.
It's sad that Leo dies in that because he really wants to do good, and he's trying to get out of that shit life, and then ends up dying as a young guy. It was sad as hell.
Because Matt Damon shot him.
Because Matt Damon killed him. Yeah, killed him. Yeah, brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who writes these movies?
God, you gotta be fucked, eh?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
think about all this shit.
You know what Matt Damon movie sucked? The Zoo.
We bought a zoo?
Did you see that?
We bought a zoo.
Yeah,
Sure. I've seen
we
that.
bought a zoo. I thought it was just called The Zoo.
No, it's called
We bought a zoo.
Fuck, I watch a lot of movies.
I watched that. It was okay, but I'm like, come on, like,
It's
is this
cute.
it?
It's cute.
But Matt Damon in that?
I know.
That could have been anybody.
He must have. Yeah.
He had some time on his hands to
Yeah,
do
no
this.
one was calling
Bought
him.
a zoo,
Yeah,
right?
No one was phoning him.
He had an off year or something, and what am I gonna do? The zoo thing came up.
Yeah.
After he just did Born Identity and
Yeah.
Ford versus Ferrari and Ocean's 11 and all this
Well, he
other
hadn't done
shit.
Ford versus Ferrari.
Well, it was
That
all
was after
yeah,
the
it
zoo.
was after that. But anyways, come on.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? The zoo. I bought a zoo. Fuck off.
I know. Stupid. I've seen it a couple times though. I've seen it more than once.
Have you actually?
Yeah. I don't really watch TV per se.
Right.
I watch movies and that's it.
Yeah.
Or YouTube.
Yeah.
Political commentary.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tim Pool, Dore. What's his name? Dore?
Jimmy
Jimmy Dore.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going crazy right now.
He's fine.
So he's trying to force the vote,
Yes.
which I 100% agree with.
AOC's gonna. I think AOC's listening to him. Did you see the one last night?
She did not.
She didn't?
She voted for Pelosi. Jimmy's very upset. Yeah.
They fucked up. She fucked up.
She fucked up.
AOC fucked up.
She had a chance, I think, to be great.
Yeah.
She missed it. Yeah. She's feeling attacked
By who?
by Jimmy.
Oh, fuck.
I know, right?
Jimmy's just one dude. He's not
Yeah.
even a politician.
Yeah. And he's saying you can't take other animals on the other side attacking you, you can take them attacking you nonstop, and then me, I'm just pointing the obvious, and now you're calling me the animal? What? Anyways.
Yeah.
I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. But there's some craziness going on right now.
Yeah.
It's good we're talking about movies.
Yeah. Movies are fun. We're
Movies
just having
are
fun.
fun.
We need a little light.
We need
little
yeah.
fun in
Yeah.
our life.
No pandemic bullshit. I'm surprised Reservoir Dogs wasn't on your list.
I don't know. Stuck in the
No?
middle with you.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
I thought that would have been on your list, and I thought Usual Suspects would have been on your list.
I do like The Usual Suspects a lot. Kaiser Soze. Who is Kaiser Soze?
Yeah, who is he?
Well,
Yeah,
it's
we
fucking-
know.
It's the fucking
We know
pedophile.
now.
Whatever his name is there.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
his name?
Yeah, the pedophile.
Yeah, the pedophile.
Which is too bad because I really liked him.
He was the most eloquent, well-spoken person in Hollywood.
Yes.
Guy was amazing. What the fuck was his name?
Kevin Spacey.
Spacey.
Yeah.
Fuck. Why?
Yeah, why?
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 Why do all
What
your...
did he do?
Oh.
Do we know? I don't remember.
No,
There's
I
been
don't-
so much of this shit, but
I know.
was he did he have
underage boys, I think, was his thing.
That's bullshit. I don't stand for that.
No.
Not at all. No.
No. Fuck him.
Some of this stuff is a bit craziness in Hollywood.
The Me Too bullshit.
Some of it, right?
he asked me to suck his cock, and I did, and then I got the part.
Yeah.
Well, you could have said no, and not got the part, and he's a piece of shit, but,
Yeah.
Unless he held a gun to your head, it's like fucking too, know. But the power structure thing isn't right.
The power structure thing isn't right. But like Louis C.K., okay?
No, that was different.
I love Louis. He was
What did
my
he do?
favorite.
Jerk off in front of fucking somebody?
He'd ask them.
If you get permission to jerk off in front of someone,
He's
you're
like,
allowed to
can
fucking jerk
I
off.
do this? And you can just watch. And he wasn't in that position of power. He's
No
a
power.
comedian.
Yeah, no power.
And they'd say yes.
And then he would jerk off? Is that what happened?
Yep. And so Sarah Silverman,
Yeah.
who's also hilarious, she'd say, fuck yeah, let me see this shit. And then she'd get bored of it. You're an idiot. And that would be the end of it. She watched him jerk off.
So the guy likes to jerk off in front of girls, but he asks them if they can do it, and that's somehow a problem?
That was a problem.
I don't fucking get it.
Yeah,
was he married? Were they married? What was the deal?
No, they were all single.
So what if he fucked them? Would that be a problem?
He didn't even want to.
No, but I know. But what if he did? Then what would if he says, "Oh, may I have sex with you?" and you guys have sex? Now it's a problem.
It's a problem.
I don't get it how it is.
I don't either.
Unless he did it without their permission, then that's an issue. Right? If you take your dick out and start jerking off without someone's permission, that's a real fucking problem.
I'm so grateful that I'm married
Yeah, no kidding.
and happy.
Yeah.
Okay? Because it's craziness out there. Even if you have them sign some paperwork, I bet you that gets turned over. Right?
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
I don't know. What were we talking about? Yeah, Usual Suspects was Benicio del Toro was in that.
Yeah, he was good.
He was really good in that. Stephen Baldwin was in that. He's the brother that doesn't get any credit, right, of the Baldwin family.
I know.
He was pretty good in that. And who else was in that? Yeah, Gabriel Brin. He was the English guy or the Irish guy in that. That was a very clever movie. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, it's a must see.
The Usual Suspects?
Usual Suspects.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1995.
Jeez Louise.
God, time's going fast, eh?
Yeah. God. 2021.
It's ridiculous.
Just starting 2021. That's insane.
So is it safe to say, if we're talking about this and we say comedians, that Sebastian Maniscalco is the best, funniest comedian today?
I don't think so.
You think there's somebody funnier than him right now? Who would you say is funnier than him right now?
Possibly Tim Dillon.
No way. I enjoy him.
The big fat guy.
Yeah, I enjoy Tim Dillon because he's funny and he's smart. But I don't know about his stand-up. I don't think I've watched much of his stand-up.
Okay. You know what? I've seen his stand-up, and I would admit that I like Maniscalco's stand-up better.
Right.
But Tim Dillon sits down, dude. 2 hours a week he does ad lib.
I know. He can rant in the microphone for an hour straight.
And it's funny.
It is funny.
So, that's that's hard to do.
It is hard to do.
But I do like Sebastian.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. He's funny, especially if you're Italian or you got any Italian friends or Italian family or anything.
Yeah, because he's so right.
Yeah, he does make fun of us pretty good, and I do like that.
Yeah. He's like the Russell Peters of today. Like Russell Peters, when he started doing the East Indian thing, was so funny when it came out, but it's kind of lost its steam.
Well, he's done it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just looking through movies here.
Okay,
so Maniscalco, I think we can agree that he's in the top 3.
Okay.
He just sold out Madison Square Gardens last year, so he's
Bill Burr's up there. He's very funny to me as well.
How many comedians have sold out Madison Square Garden?
About half
3?
a dozen.
4? 5 now. I think Maniscalco was the 5th.
So there was
Dice,
Andrew Dice Clay, Eddie Murphy.
Did Richard Pryor do it?
I don't think so. I have to look this up, but I don't know, because it was stand up that big when
Pryor was doing
that. I think Eddie Murphy the first.
I don't know.
And then Dane Cook.
Dane Cook did sell it out.
Yeah,
poor Dane Cook.
He got screwed, eh?
Yeah, because
brother fucked him or something.
Yeah, well, that was the money thing, but apparently, they said that he stole some of Louis C.K. stuff.
Oh,
and there
then
was
the other comedians
oh,
went
like
after
everyone
him?
attacked him. Like he just sold out Madison Square Gardens. 2 months later, everyone is attacking him, and he's canceled.
Wow.
So the thing was, like, he did have a skit very similar to CK's.
Okay.
But Dane Cook had a good point. Why would I steal your material? I have hours of my own, he said.
Right.
He had hours and hours of his own material. Why does he need to steal a 5-minute bit from Louis C.K.?
Yeah.
But sometimes the mind is a funny thing.
You hear
You
it.
hear it, but you don't remember hearing it, and then you think it's your own idea. Probably what happened,
Right.
right?
Right.
But it's like, come on.
Yeah.
And,
Do you
and
remember
peop-
what the skit was? Do you know?
Yeah, it was like, I'm going to name my kids. I'm not going to name my kids like a normal name like Greg. I'm going to name them like beep, boop, 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 or something like that. It was
Apple.
like, or something
Yeah.
like internet. It was something like that. And CK had this same sort of skit, like, and then Dane did the same skit, and he got
was
canceled over it. But I remember when Dane Cook came out, he was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I liked him.
Yeah,
I
did
don't
too.
know. People.
I saw him live. Dane Cook.
You went and saw Dane Cook?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, in Victoria.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, he used to tell stories.
I went with Paul.
Really?
Yeah.
You fuckers. Where was I?
We probably asked you. You didn't want to come. You're fucking negative. What are we gonna do? What am I gonna say?
You're a piece of shit. Okay, so looking at these movies, I didn't love the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Can't say I've seen him.
Okay, so I have. In the first movie, it was a summer night. I'm sitting outside. I have a TV outside.
Ooh,
I know,
la-di-da-da.
right?
Must be nice.
It is nice. Motherfucker. Okay, so I got like a little living room set up outside. It's the sun is setting. It's a warm evening. The birds are singing. I'm smoking a cigar. And I'm watching the very beginning of the first episode, like the first number 1 of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And Gandalf is riding into the Shire,
Okay.
smoking his pipe. And I'm not only watching the smoke.
You're smoking your own
I'm,
pipes?
I'm not smoking a pipe. I'm smoking a cigar. But I can hear the birds, and the light is just right. And that was actually a little magic for me.
Yeah.
It was kind of magic, right?
Yep.
And I really enjoyed the first one. But, yeah,
So you know what?
it was just a long walk ruined.
That happens to me with wine. Okay. I'll have a great night. Like, it's just, the food is great. The conversation is wonderful. My wife and I are getting along great, and the wine tastes so good.
Yeah.
And then you have that same bottle a few days later, and it's just like average.
Yeah.
It's like, whatever. So, yeah, I could see that the setting can definitely...
Like if I'm smoking a cigar and the ocean air is cool and it smells good. Like if you live on the coast and you've born and raised on the coast, you like the smell of the sea. Like I really like the smell of the sea.
Yeah.
My wife doesn't so much.
Right.
Not raised on the coast, I like the smell of the sea. So when I've got the smell of the sea and the salt air in my nose and I'm smoking a cigar, I really like that whole experience. As a matter of fact, when I smell the salt air, I like smoking my pipe the best. An English tobacco. It just, I don't know. It's just like there's something. It just works.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Sometimes when everything's right,
Yeah.
things just are better.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Ghostbusters.
Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah.
So as a kid, the first Ghostbusters, I think, was the best one of the
Oh, yeah.
Ghostbusters.
That remake bullshit.
Oh,
with the three girls?
Did not like that at all.
Okay. This is my thing.
Okay.
I'm just going to say this for the ladies out there. They're not stupid.
They're not stupid.
Women are not stupid. They're smart.
Okay.
They're intelligent.
Sure.
They can make movies.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck do they have to remake a movie that guys have made?
Yeah.
Make your own shit
Yeah.
and just make it good. We'll watch.
Like The Bridesmaids, which I don't really like. but the women in my life love that movie.
Yeah.
Like Nikki loves that movie.
And that's what I said to Tanya.
Good for you.
She agrees. Tanya
Yeah.
agrees with me. So I'm not being sexist here.
Yeah.
People are going to be
Yeah.
like, I'm not being sexist. It's like, why are you remaking a movie that had men in it?
Yeah.
Just make a good movie on your
Yeah.
own. You can do it.
Yeah.
You can fucking do it.
Yeah.
You don't need to remake Ghostbusters
Yeah.
with girls.
Right.
Like, just forget about it. Just make your own movie.
Yeah. I agree.
Like,
I
it's
agree.
stupid, you know?
I agree.
Like, it's like, oh, well, they did it. Well, no, just do your own. You could probably do it fucking better. Well, not better than Ghostbusters, because that was pretty damn good.
That was pretty good.
But you know what I'm saying, right? Like, you know,
So the part about
like Charlie's
Ghostbusters-
Angels.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
It was just women in powerful
Kicking ass.
Kicking ass.
Yeah.
I watched that movie like 10 times.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's fucking crazy. Stop remaking shit.
Yeah, it's true. So the Ghostbusters, I was going to say, the Ghostbusters, when it came out, I don't remember what year, but the scene was quite scary for me. Okay? And I was it was on not long ago.
The door opening?
Yeah, and
In the-
Luca hated it. So
Yeah.
Luca's my youngest. He's 6 years old. He was like cried, ran upstairs. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's scary.
So it gets possessed by the devil, and the eggs start exploding in the fridge.
Oh yeah.
And then she's on the roof, and she's like wants to like jump off the roof.
That
or
was
something.
what's her name?
Yeah,
Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver in that. That's scary as shit.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what's really scary for me? The part where they first encounter an extraterrestrial and they're in that house with the basement door that's locked and the door opens up and the ghost comes out.
Yeah,
That's scary for kids, man.
it is. It is. So not for kids, but a great movie. What's his name in that again? Tell me. The lead.
Bill Murray?
Bill Murray. Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like Bill Murray. Great.
yeah.
Yeah, relives the same
Oh,
day over
Bill
and
Murray
over
great
again.
is Scrooged.
Yeah, and Caddyshack.
Wow.
Right.
So Caddyshack. Okay. So Bill Murray and the guy I said was a fucking asshole from Christmas Vacation.
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase is like a
golfing
he's
millionaire.
Millionaire, yeah. He's like a trust fund kid that lives at the country club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bill Murray's the greenskeeper.
Right.
Scuzzy, dirty greenskeeper. Well, apparently,
I know a few of those.
when they were filming that, I forget where Tanya got the information. She was reading a book about it. It was like a gong show.
Oh, really?
Like partying every night.
Oh, awesome.
Booze, coke, like just a fucking gong show. Like just they were all going insane. Like,
That's
and you could
hilarious.
see it, right? They
Yeah.
were all young cast.
Yeah.
All having fun. It was like
Well,
party.
Bill Murray sweats a lot in that movie. Did you
Yeah,
notice
he's
that?
probably always high. He's probably
Yeah.
coming down off of a coke high from the
Yeah.
night before.
Yeah.
So, well, apparently Bill Murray and Chevy Chase fucking hated each other during the
funny.
filming. And if you notice that movie, they are not in any of the same scenes until the very last scene where Bill Murray is playing through Chevy Chase's house,
Yeah.
right? The golf ball goes into the house and he's playing through
Yes.
the house.
Yeah.
And the producers put that in there because they were like, well, the two main guys in the movie haven't even been in the same scene together.
Oh, that's
and
hilarious.
they had to get them in the same scene together because they fucking wouldn't work with each other. They hated each other.
That's too funny. That's very funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's a good one, right?
It is a good one. It's a great movie. The groundhog thing is a little bit funny in it. It's a bit weird, but other than that, it's fantastic.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm looking at Rotten Tomatoes list. They don't know what the hell what is this?
Tell me.
No, there's nothing on it that's any good. People rate this?
Okay, tell me. What do people rate?
Oh, I don't know. I'm out of there. I'm gone.
Oh, okay.
I'm gone. But
Rotten Tomatoes is shit.
so is it like I can go on Rotten Tomatoes and I can rank a movie? Because I remember
Yeah, I think so.
Rotten Tomatoes gave Dave Chappelle
Yeah, but they didn't let the public rank him.
like
They
a
gave him
0
0.
out of 5.
It was 0 out of 100, I think.
And then it was like 99 points.
as soon as they allowed the public.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Rotten Tomatoes is a bunch of woke
Crooks.
fucking
Yeah, and he went
lefty-
off on that last one when he came out. Like when he came back and started doing comedy again, Dave Chappelle. Because he took a big hiatus.
Yeah, but the
Right?
one that Rotten Tomatoes
He kind of went
closed up. That wasn't his newest one.
No,
since he's
but
been back. He's been back for a little while now.
He talked about a lot of.
Well, he talked about the LGBTQ++, and he made fun of all the different letters, and
yes,
and that was funny. I don't think it was that hurtful.
I don't think it was hurtful, but I don't know. I have to rewatch.
But a lot of these lesbians, gays,
okay,
trans, the T's,
the
trans.
Okay,
right.
I don't know anything about this, but yeah.
Well, he does the whole LGBTQ, and he goes through each letter.
Right.
So L is, I guess, lesbians. G is the gays.
Sure.
B is the bis.
I gotcha.
Right. Q is the queers. T is the trans.
Okay.
Okay.
And who's the plus? Who's the plus?
The pedophiles.
Oh. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yeah. Just stop.
Fucking Google it.
Stop.
Google it.
Stop.
The pedophiles want to be included in the plus. The second plus is for the pedos. Right now, we are fucking. We don't understand.
Stop it. Dude, I'll cancel this. I'll cancel this podcast.
The fucking pedophiles want to be included in that.
What do the rest think about that?
They don't like it.
Okay, good. Because I don't like that either.
No. But that's a fucking thing. Okay. Google it.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Everybody watching this was nobody at an hour and 55 minutes. Nobody's watching this. But if you are, you don't believe me, Google it.
Okay.
It's true.
Okay.
I'm fucking like Alex Jones now. Conspiracy theories. Okay. But the trans part is what upset people, I think. Because the trans are always looking for attention.
Yeah.
Right? Which is kind of funny because when you think about the athlete, the decathlon athlete that came out as trans.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Fuck. Lost the name. Anyway, that was all. It does seem like a publicity stunt to the outside casual observer, right? Mm-hmm. So I think that's what he was making fun of.
Sure.
But anyway, it got people upset.
Okay.
Yeah, it upset people. But I don't think it upset that many people. Because it still got like a 99 rating.
Yeah, it did.
It did very well.
It did. We missed a lot of good movies.
I know. Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was really good. It had some really good scenes in it with that terrain and that island and the helicopter.
The first time you see the dinosaurs in that, it's
unbelievable. Have you ever seen Deer Hunter?
No. It's on every fucking list.
You gotta see Deer Hunter.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, really? They play Russian roulette, right?
Yeah.
Seems like
unbelievably.
Is Robin Williams in that?
No, it's Christopher Walken and De Niro. Is it De Niro?
I don't know. I don't know who's in it.
I have to go back and see that. 7.
I haven't seen 7.
Oh, get out of here. You're not even qualified to be on this podcast right now.
I know. I was going through the thing here, and I see 7, and I've heard it's amazing.
You gotta just go. Stop right now. Just go watch that. You haven't seen it. Yeah.
It's good, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have not seen 7.
Absolutely. Brad Pitt at his maybe his finest.
Really?
Yep.
Even better than Inglourious Bastards?
Yeah, because I think that was when people started taking him seriously as a qualified actor.
I heard that.
Right?
That was like when I saw, if you have not seen this, is not a movie, it's a mini series, True Detective.
I've not seen it.
You have not seen True Detective?
Nope.
Stop this fucking podcast. Matthew McConaughey.
Okay.
That motherfucker can act.
Oh, yeah.
He can act.
Mm-hmm.
True Detective, season 1.
Okay.
Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson.
Okay.
Beautiful. Scary. Thrilling. It's just amazing. Matthew McConaughey is so good in that.
Mm-hmm.
It blew my mind. Like, he was always doing those date movies with...
takes his shirt off every movie.
All right. We'll take my shirt off.
Yeah,
and we'll
yeah,
just
yeah,
hang
yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? And then he did that.
Yeah.
And it blew my mind. He was like really skinny and greasy looking and smoking cigarettes all day long and drinking beer. And he was a detective. Him and Woody Harrelson are both detectives.
So Woody Harrelson had because I know him as Woody from Cheers.
From Cheers, yeah.
From Cheers.
Yeah.
And then, okay, that ends. Yeah. He goes down a really weird road of movies.
Natural Born Killers.
Yeah.
For one.
Right? And a bunch of other stuff where he's kind of a psycho.
Yeah.
He plays a lot of cool stuff too.
Yeah.
But
he's such a pothead, though. It's
Is
like
he
everything.
actually?
Yeah, everything's about pot with him.
I don't like that.
Yeah, like fuck if you smoke it, whatever. But
Don't care, but
yeah,
don't have to tell me about it every day of my life.
seems like it. So another Billy Crystal movie, Harry Met Sally.
Oh, good one.
Yeah. It's a good
So the thing about Harry Met Sally that it's just a side note. So when I went to New York,
I never made it to
Katz's Deli.
I never made it to Katz's.
And the unbelievable pastrami sandwiches, okay, on nice Jew rye, right, with the big, thick
yeah,
pastrami smoked meat. And then there's a sign above and it's like pointing down that this is where the scene happened.
yes,
And then you're sitting there and it makes you giggle. 'Cause it's hilarious.
that is
The
when
orgasm
Sally
scene.
fakes an orgasm scene. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
if you haven't
yeah.
seen that, you just watch that one scene and you've seen enough because that's so
Yeah.
funny.
Have you seen The Graduate? Dustin Hoffman, young Dustin Hoffman.
No, young Dustin
Are you trying
Hoffman?
to seduce me? Have you ever heard that saying before?
Yeah.
That's from that movie.
Yeah, but I don't know the movie. The Graduate. I'll have to.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's Mrs. Robinson.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch that. I'll write that down.
Yeah. Mrs. Robinson.
So we should let people. We should say, hey, if anybody watches, which they won't, put in the comments.
Yeah.
Write some
Comment,
comments
like,
here.
subscribe.
Yeah.
I meant to say it at the
Smash that like button.
I meant to say it at the beginning.
And what are your favorite?
Yeah.
Love to hear some of the.
And don't go with the Oscar-nominated bullshit like the fucking American Patient or whatever, the English Patient.
Oh, come
no
on.
one wants to watch that shit.
Well, there's definitely some good ones.
Like Scent
right?
of a Woman.
You know what? That was on my
It's on my-
list,
yeah.
but then I chopped it. Great movie.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite scene in that movie?
I don't know. There's so many, honestly.
Yeah, there are
I
a
do
lot of
like
good,
that one.
When he drives a Ferrari, it's a good one. Right?
Yeah.
He's a blind guy driving a Ferrari.
What was he driving? A Mondial?
Yeah,
Could have been a
Mondial.
better Ferrari.
Could have been a better Ferrari, but it was a good one. It was a convertible. I think it needed to be a convertible to really make the scene
work. Yeah.
But when they ballroom dance,
Yes. They get
good-
tango. They
yeah.
do tango.
that was really
When
nice.
he's on the plane and he's describing women.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tits, nipples, staring at you. And he
Yeah,
goes-
yeah. Big ones, little
and then
ones.
he's big ones, little ones, and he's like legs. What did he say? Something, I don't know, or Greek columns. What they lead to? It's like,
Yeah. No, it's definitely a good one.
and the
It's-
end,
Yeah.
right? If I was the man I was 5 years ago, I'd take a flamethrower to this place.
Yeah.
Bared men. Huh.
Yeah, that's a speech when he breaks into the
Yeah,
school
yeah,
to
yeah. Well, he doesn't-
allow
yeah.
what's his name to not
Charles.
get expelled. Charles to not get expelled.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good scene.
So you know what we just watched and has aged very well?
Yeah.
The Breakfast Club.
Great movie.
It's aged incredibly well.
Yeah.
I could see kids going through the same shit today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
That was early 80s, right?
Yeah. Let me see what it says here.
Was that Molly Ringwald?
Yeah. 85.
Now she was in a bunch of movies back then. That was when she was hot, right?
Oh, she was cute. They were the Rat Pack.
But she did a ton
Not the
of
Rat
stuff.
Pack. They were the Brat Pack. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did like 16 Candles, Say Anything, Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink.
Yeah.
All those
Like
coming
smash hits every
coming of age
Yeah.
movies,
Right.
you know.
And they were all really good, I'd say. But the Breakfast Club was probably the best of all those.
I haven't seen many. I think I've seen
Well, Pretty in Pink, we've seen that.
I've seen Pretty in Pink. Isn't that the one? Or Say Anything where they hold the radio up at the end?
Yeah, and 16 Candles is definitely, you've seen that. She meets the guy. He drives the Porsche, the 944, and it's all about the sister, and she's kind of the parents forget about her birthday.
You know what? I maybe seen it.
Yeah,
Maybe not.
yeah, it's a good one. But Breakfast Club is a must-see.
Yeah. It's really good.
So they're basically in detention for the whole day.
Yeah.
And the whole movie takes place in the library of the school from 8 a.m. to like 4 p.m. or 3 p.m., whatever. It's just one day.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. And
that movie would be the equivalent to Jerry Seinfeld's Chinese restaurant. Right?
Not exactly.
Why not? It happens in the same place. In one room the whole day. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. It is good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Will there ever be another series better than Seinfeld?
No.
No, hey? I don't
Not
think so
that there won't
either.
be a better series, but there won't be a more viewed.
Yeah.
Well, Seinfeld wasn't the highest viewed anyway.
Seinfeld was not?
I don't think so. I think it was MASH.
Oh, MASH was up there.
I've watched every MASH episode.
You have, hey?
Every one.
They're pretty good.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, my grandfather used to love MASH, and I didn't like it as a kid, but I really like it now.
Yeah, I watch MASH now, and it's
set in Vietnam.
Yeah,
during the war,
yeah.
And
I think the final episode of MASH was the highest viewed.
So what was with the guy that dressed as a lady all the time in that show?
Oh, he was trying to get out on Insane.
Oh, is that what it
was?
was?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, he was trying to be. He was trying to get a medical leave.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and watch some of those because they were pretty serious though. Although it was a comedy, there was a lot of like
it was really
drama
serious
in it, right?
Yeah.
Well, it was about war, but I think Seinfeld.
Yeah. So
in my opinion, there will never be anything that tops that type of. I remember it used to come out on Thursday nights in the later years, because I think before that was even maybe on a Monday or a Wednesday or something. But a Thursday night, literally would run to the phone to call you or somebody about, gotta watch this. It's the most funniest thing you've ever seen.
Well, we were watching them together typically. I was still living at home.
Yeah.
And
it's so funny, that series.
Oh, look at this. So this is interesting.
Okay, give it to me.
This is how TV has changed.
Yeah.
So
because nobody watches TV anymore.
That's right. What are the 10 most watched scripted series finales ever?
Oh, just the finale.
This says finales.
Okay.
So MASH.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Okay.
The Fugitive, which I don't know.
Don't know it either.
Same from 1967. Then Seinfeld. Because TV has been changing, right?
Yeah. Interesting.
And people are watching less TV and more cable or whatever you want to call it.
Or now.
Look at that. Number 7's The Cosby Show. So that fucking prick Bill. All those people that were on The Cosby Show were getting paid.
Yeah.
Now he's raping fucking women.
Yeah.
Everything he's in and it gets canceled and none of them are making a paycheck.
Yeah. That's
If I was one of those guys, I'd sue that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For costing me my potential income for being such a scumbag.
Yeah. It's pretty bad, hey?
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they got screwed.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it's not fair. No, we did touch on Quentin a little bit, but Pulp Fiction wasn't on the list, eh?
No, it's good. It's good. It's really good.
It's really good. But you're right.
Pulp Fiction's
when it
good.
Came out, I don't think I loved it.
No.
It took me a few times to.
Like I like Tarantino stuff. I like Django.
Yeah.
I like Kill Bill. I liked his Four Rooms.
Yeah.
I liked Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, you liked lots of them then.
I like all his stuff. I think The Hateful Eight, I liked it, but it wasn't like great.
Mm-hmm.
Pulp Fiction. Yeah, they're all good.
Yeah.
What else did he do of theirs? What am I missing?
Yeah, you got quite a few of them.
Yeah.
Because he does like a movie every couple of years,
Yeah, he doesn't do
right?
a lot. Did he do Reservoir Dogs? I think he did.
I think he did too.
So that's another, so he's done a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Lots of good stuff in there.
I have not seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood yet.
Yeah, that surprises me that you haven't. He
did True Romance too.
I really liked it, but I think there was a lot of hype around it, and I wanted it to be more when I saw it because it took me about a year to see it.
Oh.
And then when I saw it, I was like, really? Like that's what people were talking about? But there are definitely some scenes that you have to see this movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Dusk Till Dawn, was it Salma Hayek? So if anyone's ever seen Dusk Till Dawn,
I have.
it's a vampire movie.
Yeah. Which it doesn't start out as a vampire
No,
movie.
it doesn't.
And then it's like two
movies
movies
in one.
Yeah. It's a good way to describe it.
If you want to see the sexiest dance scene ever in a movie, you have to watch Salma Hayek table dance for Tarantino and George Clooney. Do you remember that?
I do.
I don't know of a better sexy scene.
Yeah.
No nudity.
Yeah.
Very suggestive.
Yeah.
Very sexy. Very tight. Like a tight. Like a tiger. Yeah. Really good. That's a really fun scene. Liked Django.
Whoop. That's just.
What are you watching?
I don't know. That just happened.
Fuck.
That just happened. I just ruined the whole thing.
God.
Cancel the show.
Yeah. Delete it.
All
right.
Yeah. So that's
good. We touched on some good ones. Like, the thing we didn't do is we didn't touch on any like movies that were really pre our generation.
No,
because
like
I know some of my friends.
Casablanca, and those are
the
great.
Maltese Falcon, or
Great, they're great.
I'm sure they're good. I've never seen Casablanca.
I have.
Oh,
it's actually pretty good.
I bet.
Yeah,
I bet it is.
But a lot of these shows, and even some shows that were fabulous that I wouldn't put them on my list because they're not about fabulous topics. Schindler's List.
Oh God,
God, get out of here, right? Like, come on.
I cannot watch another movie about the Jews getting massacred.
It was
it's
unbelievably
terrible.
devastating.
Like, I mean, it's
just, it's not right.
Yeah, so I don't want to watch any more of those. Like, I just seen them. I know. It's just like, oh.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like life is like there haven't been any new releases, right? Life has been shit lately for a lot of people.
Well, movies have been canceled.
Yeah. So like I hope when new movies come out, they're just fun.
Yeah.
Just like
we
escape.
Need some fun.
I want some escape. I don't want to watch any war movies.
No.
Yeah. I don't want to see another Saving Private Ryan as good as it was, or Platoon, or all those. So good. I just want something light. I want some comedies. I want some fuck arounds, like just some fun. Yeah. We need it.
We do need it.
We need it. Like,
yeah.
I don't need no critically acclaimed fucking movies. I guess the Oscars are going to be canceled. What the fuck's come out?
Nothing.
Has anything come out?
Well, there was that one that it didn't even. So they've been
a couple at the beginning of the year must have come out.
The theaters have been closed for so long.
Yeah, so they're canceling releases. They've made them, but they're not releasing them.
Of the movie that was, I don't even know what year. If it was in it would have been right in 2019 or the end of 2019 or beginning of 2020. Excuse me. Bill Burr was supposed to be in it, and it takes place in the King of Staten Island.
Oh, don't know.
It's supposed to be really good, and canceled. Went to Netflix or went to one of these like streaming sources where you can watch it on streaming.
They gotta get their money out of it.
They gotta try, yeah. Brutal. I couldn't imagine that. But they got lots of money. They can figure it out.
Yeah,
it's the small businesses we need to worry about.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's episode.
Yeah. But yeah. There you have it.
All right. Good one.
So, let me know
if you don't like our list, comment.
Tough
Don't
shit.
come into my store and bitch at me.
No. Go into the store and bitch about it. Buy a cigar while you're there. But tough shit. Make your own list if you don't like ours.
Yeah.
But comment. I'd like to hear what
it would be
what
fun
we
if people
missed.
started
I'm sure
commenting.
We missed some big ones.
It'd be nice
right?
if people started commenting a little bit.
It would be nice.
Yeah, we should this at the end. We should have said this at the beginning because no one's gonna watch to this point.
Cut it and put it in the beginning.
Yeah,
Want to say it right now?
I could do it.
Hey, we'd love to hear you what your top 10 list is. Put that at the beginning.
Comment, subscribe, and put your comments down.
Yeah.
Don't you say?
Top
like that.
10 movie lists.
Yeah, your top 10 movies of all time.
Yeah.
I'll slice this into the beginning, and then you'll see it at the end too.
Yeah.
Maybe if I know how to do that. Peace.
See ya.